let me in smoke. Breathe me in and let me go. Feeling the lungs inside you. And the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes up. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness die.
Hello everyone and welcome back. That's right, game number 3 here versus TRX versus Ascent. My name is Crash and I'm here with Kwai Socks like always. Hello, how's it going, my friend?
It's going great because this series is definitely interesting. It's fun to watch, and we're also seeing some new ideas coming out because Ascent they open up with a typical Wind Ranger, right? But immediately Centaur Runner is the closer for the first phase that is picked up by T-Rex, and I like this idea. I think it's a hero that lanes well against Wind Ranger, and throughout the game doesn't lose relevance. It could be Wind Ranger placed in position 3, like you said, outside of the draft. We were just discussing not on air. And yeah, sure, like it's gonna work. You are gonna protect this Wind Ranger slightly, but at the same time, later in the game, when you want to whirlwind or when you want to focus fire, people will be finding a way. Or maybe Centaur tanks some hits and make sure that you do not engage without BKB. So all in all, I do like this hero, and I'm kind of sad it's been forgotten for so long.
Do you think Tree shapes up that lane or shakes up that lane anymore though? Like Wind Treant, do you think that just has overwhelming possibility of beating out this Centaur?
I think there's a cool interaction you can work with, because Treant can plant a tree, right, with Leech Seed. And Wind Ranger can use this tree as a way to lash something with Shackle Shot. So that's a cool interaction on its own. But outside of it, Treant is also a really, really strong melee Punisher. So Centaur already feels kind of threatened. He will be okay, like, past the 3-4 minute mark, or like once he gets a couple of levels. But the first couple of minutes could be rough.
What about this Invoker Storm Spirit lane? We've probably seen this one, 1,000 million, 100 times. It's two classic mid laners battling it out. And at least for me, I feel like Invoker maybe has a slight edge over this Storm Spirit. But I think Storm should be able to do fine with Static Slide, right? Like, you still harass the Invoker, damage to him reliably.
I'm not really sure if it's even the Invoker mid. It could be a flex pick.
It could be.
I've seen some Invokers run as 4, and I'm actually okay with this idea. It's not too bad. Oracle now coming in for TRX. They have better Oracle supports. This is not something I enjoy personally.
I don't mind it. It's not hard CC, right? Like, it's not a Centaur Stomp. It's not a Lion Hex, right? So I would like something that has a more reliable stun coming out from TRX in their safe lane. But there aren't too many of those heroes. Now, I assume this Oracle will be run in the safe lane. I don't know, it's not going to do anything crazy off lane. Like 4 Oracle, as I call it.
10 seconds remaining.
Probably not going to be seeing that. So, what, Bat Rider Centaur lane should do really, really well. But you want to pair almost a melee hero with this Oracle, right? So, melee stunners in the safe lane, there aren't too many of them.
I was thinking maybe even Troll could come out, because you can go Aghadim's build, dispel Wind Ranger Windrun and kill her. Also, Oracle dispels Wind Ranger Windrun by default into lane. So another reason why he could have been picked. But now that they know Mars is goes off lane, this Wind Ranger is most definitely a 1, right? Like, you can play her as 4, but why?
Yeah. Unless she gets hardcore countered here for some sort of reason, right? Like, but even then, TRX have last pick, so I don't think Ascent are going to flex their mid/4. To be fair, they already are with the Invoker.
Remaining.
So, or I guess their carry/4 is more what I meant.
5 seconds remaining.
I really don't think that's going to happen. And I guess they could have TRX. They are kind of covering those bases. They're banning out Sniper. Just, you know, just to
like
make sure. You know, no support sniper here, no one sniper here. Thank you very much.
Oh, I also like this Hoodwink ban. I think Hoodwink could be problematic for Oracle to lane against.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Hoodwink is a menace to most heroes in lane, it feels like, especially after they gave her that tree bounce facet.
10 seconds remaining.
So, Zane carries themselves. We don't know what Ascent needs, but the full picture should be more clear for TRX with their last pick, because they do have the absolute 24s. I'm still thinking Troll, maybe not so good against Mars, but in general should be okay. There is a possibility, you know, like people completely forgot about Lifestealer for some reason. Of course, his facet was changed, but it's still a hero that can build in items and can build Radiance, get inside Wind Ranger, and fully disarm her. What does she do without his ability to hit people?
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's kind of surprising that we haven't seen more Storm and Troll and Lifestealer recently. It's just yeah, it's a little weird to me because those heroes are very good into Wind. They're decent into Mirana as well. I mean, it's not great, but you know, the Aghanim Scepter, the Purge for the Gleipnir, right? Like, there are multiple things. And holy moly.
Love it, love it, love it. Because I was thinking about it, but then I realized nobody picked Silencer during TI. This is such a good Silencer game. Just making sure that whenever you attack, there is no counterplay from Oracle. Oracle will have to do some Oracle prediction, saying, you know, like there's this trick when playing against Silencer, you use Fortune Sent on yourself. The moment he uses Global Silence, you release it and immediately dispel the Global Silence from yourself. It's not even working anymore because of the double silence, but also it's like you don't necessarily get to the items with the spell on Oracle. You cannot attack, you can't get attacked. And they're gonna go CK here. Okay, a stunner safely in hero.
Yeah.
But I like a sense draft more.
I am worried about the Silencer, but pleasantly willing to accept his position in this game and see what Takahashi can do. I think Silencer falls in the trap where he can just feed relentlessly because he has no innate mobility, right? He has you know, no strength gain because he's a squishy int hero. So it doesn't have good agi gain either because he doesn't have much armor. It's fine, but it's not anything crazy. So literally at every step of the way, Silencer is squishy and it hurts. And he needs a Force Staff and he needs a Glimmer. He needs to survive because if 423 gets on top of him, he is donezo.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. But he also has a benefit of being a global hero, so that he doesn't even need to show anywhere. Yep. And that's the biggest sort of thing. Also, he finally changed his facet because for a long time he was irresistible. No, irrepressible. And maybe irresistible is also the word that can be applied to Silencer. But he's now with the correct facets of Reverberated Silence, really good against many heroes on the enemy team. And also, he's good late against Batrider. You can't really do much as Batrider against Silencer. At least in my opinion. Like, you cannot use your Sticky Napalm to really amplify your damage.
The Mars went Victory Feast against an Oracle. How do you feel about that?
Maybe Oracle is considered to be contained with the Silencer pick.
Okay.
So he just wants to have more impact and more survivability.
And a little birdie, and by a little birdie I mean an Immortal Mars player that I know, has told me, and I, you know, this could be wrong. I'm basing it off of something one person said, but I was informed that the reason that you can go Victory Feast sometimes is because you're planning to build a Deso. You're planning to do the damage to kill people in your arena. Which means Victory Feast is very good, right? If you burst down this Oracle at the start of a fight, you get the Victory Feast, very nice, right? You burst down the Batrider, it's good. The only problem is, I don't know if they're bursting these other three heroes in arena.
Storm is potentially burstable. he has decent armor, but his strength scaling isn't that great. And it's not like Mars's job is to contain any particular hero. He just needs to place an arena so that the target is isolated, the target is easy to get to, and you can kill it quickly. And if he survives, that's great. In general, I like as a bot player, not as a professional player. I do believe this facet is much stronger. I'm actually gonna go check the stats on that because the power of Dota buff is with me. But I do feel like it's a better pop asset.
My hot take about Mars is that Mars isn't a good pub hero in general.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that at least in NA, and I'll give you the reason is because that Mars is a very high execution hero, right? If you're not hitting your spears, if you're not landing arena spear combos, the hero just sucks. Simply sucks. And so when you're okay Mars, you can do more harm to yourself than good if you miss a spear or get tilted, or and this is why I specifically say NA because we've got a lot of ego babies here. It's just the way it works out where like Mars can get screwed over by no one other than the Mars, which can be really messy mentally and even like in game as well. I'm always a little hesitant when I see Mars is on my team. Now, am I always willing to play the game? Absolutely, because I'm not a little goober that quits when they see one hero pick they don't like. But you got to do what you got to do, and sometimes it is picking Mars. And to be fair, good Mars game. Good Mars game. It checks out, right? Like everything on paper tells me this will be a good Mars game. And Candy Loon, from what I know, is a good Mars. So we'll see. I mean, look at Seimei, though. Even last game, a Grandmaster Mars missing an arena spear. Right? It just goes to show you that even like Grandmasters can make mistakes. And that Mars is a high execution hero.
I feel like the difference, one of the big differences between pro scene and pop scene for Mars specifically is that in the pro scene, you want to squeeze out more out of this hero. You want to use his spear as a repositioning tool, and hence the mistakes happen. Because you want to blink behind the enemy, turn around, use your spear, just to make sure that the enemy is actually out of position, because the enemy team is coordinated enough to save them otherwise with save items or like save abilities. Whereas in pubs, you can go for those greedy, I don't know what it's called, Bloodburst offering into Desolator builds or something like that, and you just throw spears forward, essentially. Just place arenas, throw spear forward. And that's where I feel like Pop Mars are in a slightly better position, because less is expected of them.
That's fair. I think it might also just be me having a little bit of pro Dota bias, right? Just because watch a lot, cast a lot. So I do personally. I have high expectations of my Mars. I've seen some really damn good Marses, and let me tell you, the low immortal Marses just don't cut it.
In NA. Oh,
in NA.
I tried really hard not to say that, but sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. There are many problems with the region, and I play a lot on EU because of it.
What's your ping on EU?
It's like 120 on a bad day, 100 on a good day. Well, it's playable. You're not gonna catch me playing Puck though, but it's playable.
No, people will catch you playing Puck if you play on a 120 ping.
Well, yeah, I guess they will. Yeah, specifically, they'll do exactly that. Also, I'm a bad Puck, so they will. Even on 30 ping, I'll still get caught. Man, dude. Watching these mid laners is amazing. Like, watching them effectively trade blow after blow and still being on like 100 HP each and still sitting in lane fighting is just amazing to me.
I agree. I'm slightly surprised that Suki went for this facet, the elitist one, not the agnostic one, because I felt like having some extra sustain in the lane could be interesting. Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. Agnostic one gives you damage per second on Quas. This one is a life stealing one. Mm-hmm. He no longer has like passive regeneration.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Do you know which one's better? I don't touch Invoker. I don't look at Invoker. Most of the time, I try my best to ignore him.
I mean, as elitist, you have to make use of the exhort later on so that you get spell amplification, and you need to have them on you at the time when you use them. So it's a bit hard. There's a trade happening top lane. CMA is surviving for a really long time, long enough to kill Wind Ranger, actually.
That's awkward. Creeps. But I mean, hey, you're on 7 HP. You're not regenning through that, right? Get the creep kill. It's time to reset.
Not even on a Centaur. Yeah, lacks a save. Of course, it's lag. But the double kill in this lane is great for them because they were struggling creep stat wise, but they're definitely in a good position now in terms of gold.
Oh, try. Oh, I hate it when they say try. It gets me scared. Like, hey, it's not better, but we're willing to give it a go. It always gives me a little bit of fear in my heart that someone is lagging uncontrollably.
Go try it. Go try it. No. Yeah, lags are a bane, of course. I'm still
especially
waiting for
at this
like
level, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, we were talking earlier the difference between 100 ping and 30 ping. At this level, it really does matter.
I used to say the same thing, and it was my excuse for never reaching higher than like top 350, 3500 EU. I was like, no, I can go anywhere close to like top 3000 with that kind of ping. And then Watson, the little shit, just went ahead and on the same ping went to top 1 on the EU, and it was a really big strike to my ego.
Fair. No, that's fair. I mean, how much ping was Watson playing on? Like,
I think it's same as me because he's also from Kazakhstan, and we all play on like 90 plus usually.
Yeah. Damn. And that's impressive to say the least, right? Yeah, Watson is definitely a. I mean, also like, can you really compare yourself to? Is that like not an unfair comparison?
In what sense?
Oh, just he's you know, the top of the top, one of the best pro players on the scene right now, and you're, you know,
yeah,
unfortunately not. You know, I think you have the strive and the capabilities, but you know, you're not there yet.
That's what I was trying. I used ping as an excuse for myself for not reaching higher, and you know, it's like, yeah, it's not an excuse. I think Dota is somewhat slow-paced enough so that ping matters less compared to things like, let's say, Counter-Strike, right?
Well, hey, 423 got on top of Takahashi and he died. Surprise, surprise to no one ever.
Actually, it is a bit surprising to me because Tsukimoto is not even playing with Firefly. So it means that Takahashi was just really out of position to be grabbed by 4-3, and Candylune not having a chance to save his teammate. Because typically, if you apply this Arcane Curse, it's just so easy to kill anything. Like, just look at this Tsukimoto, he's just melting, and giving away some intelligence in the process. 4-3 might be in some trouble himself.
I mean, this Chaos Knight, if he does start dying on 423, is a hero that cannot give away his intelligence. It reminds me of that old video, I forget whose it was, with the troll and the 0 int trying his best to cast spells, and he literally just couldn't because he had 1 mana.
The hardest part is to play against Ogre Magi Silencer. If you start rolling, you're like, oh yeah, I'm rolling now. And then Ogre Magi just gives you nothing for your kills, for your troubles.
So bored.
Oh, there's the Bob I know. Misses the Tornado EMP, spams I'm so bored. That's it. On top of Candylune, bottom lane, here's the Treant as well. This is no longer a trade you want to take. And there goes the intelligence. 423 gets traded away.
Is he level 4 Tensor? No, not quite yet.
Not quite.
Because I think level 4 is... Yeah, it's a big power spike for him. Because then the silences start making a lot of difference in terms of just damage output as well as the slow.
Stupendous.
Do you think a nerfing Brain Drain was Well, I guess it's level 4 when he gets a second point into insteal, right? Gets 2 insteal instead of 1. But the brain drain, the innate, do you think it was good, or do you think they needed to do that? Bob getting lightly gone on in the mid lane, but he should have the mana to be able to deal with this gank. Don't get
Honestly,
silenced. Okay, we're good.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay the way they change Silencer, because sometimes he would just snowball out of control. They upped everything about the hero, but reduced the amount of intelligence he steals, so he doesn't stack as hard as he used to be. Maybe slightly worse as a core because of it, but definitely better as a support. Oh, and Batrider might actually steal the rune here. Flame Break available, and
Beautiful.
yeah, he's there first.
That was so well done by Tsukimoto. Patience is key. Oh, 4-2-3 again. Tsukimoto, he got the Wisdom Rune, but what was the cost? Hopefully not your carry's life. 4-2-3 decides to go back in, but here's SC, another intelligence being drained. They fortunately kill the Silencer before Tsukimoto dies, so intelligence is salvaged. A beautiful TP in from SC. It gets like something out of nothing, right? Because otherwise it would have been a god-awful trade. And it's still bad, but hey, Chaos Knight got 8 gold out of that exchange. That's got to be worth something, right?
It's worth 8 gold.
Oh, hey. Wow. Thank God you're here. God, what would I do without you?
But all in all, though, it's still intelligence away from TK and towards Silencer. It might be even more now because Fortress 3 is going to get silenced. Stampede doesn't help you against... Oh, but the Oracle ulti will. Double Wisdom Runes coming in clutch here.
And here comes Suki. Here to kill off SC Revenge.
He didn't get close enough for instill.
Oh, it's
so
over. I think you just called GG at this point. What's the point?
Really unhappy about it. But the other things they did is that now when you apply your silence even globally, you still intelligence. So all in all, it's like this hero is still capable of stacking it up nicely. They are going top. He sees Tsukimoto.
This was kind of crazy. They scanned them out, yet they still stuck around. Tsukimoto stuck around way too long. I mean, we saw Seimei start backing out. Tsukimoto started going forward towards the wave.
Maybe they realized that one of us is going to die for sure. Let it be me. Let them concentrate on me and not chase both of us at the same time. Especially because Stampede was on cooldown. And it was a rotation of both supports and a mid laner. Quite a while, quite a bit of time. And this Centaur is massive now, so look at it.
Yeah, Seimei was kind of middling the pack for a while on last hits, but after those 2 kills, it started snowballing. Right, last hit wise, he's still now top of the charts, but also net worth wise, he's pretty far ahead because of those kills that he got.
He also plays the Counter-Strike facet, not the horsepower one.
I love this facet. I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for.
I agree, especially like with shards, especially if you have like a Grimstroke type of hero on your team.
Oh goodness,
it's so good.
I mean, it pairs well with the Oracle, right? It's actually so much burst damage if you start getting hit by double edge, and it's really good when you max retaliate too, because it's like, hey, I'm going to get hit, and I need that extra damage from my double edge to really do anything. Because that's the thing with Centaur, right? Is if you go 1-1-4, you kind of start to run out of damage a little bit until you start getting more levels. So this skill build from Seimei, really good, right? 2 points into Hoof Stomp for that extra damage. It doubles in damage. You know, the stun duration, fine, whatever. But it doubles in damage come level 2. Bottom lane, speaking of coming, they're all coming down to this bottom lane. Cry, Wind Run, Whirlwind away. I don't think it's going to do much help here. Power Shot will connect, but good. Good it does, very little, not very nice.
Nice double kill here for Bob. Also, Regeneration Rune still be applied to him. So he's getting his resources back ready for more rounds of the fight. Now, the only problem is the supports are stuck in the top lane together, trying to push, and with Arsonate, it is a possibility, of course. And, you know, like, it would be a big problem if they were still under leveled, but because of the double Wisdom Rune, it's actually really good play. That result is now Tsukimoto level 6. So is Oracle. And Silencer is only now getting his global silence.
Hey, but you know what? He got it, and that's what matters. But still, you know, how good would that have that ulti have been down bottom earlier, right?
Mm-hmm. Against Storm Spirit,
Yeah.
against Oracle potential saves.
And right now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Ascent have the consistent enough damage to be able to burst down someone during a global silence.
Yeah, they're very late game oriented. It mostly comes down to Whirlwind instead of Focus Fire, because it gives you more damage, of course, in the fight, and the slightly higher farming potential. But at the same time, it's also limiting in your single target damage output, and you also don't want to hit Centaur until after you get at least something in terms of survivability, or maybe even a lifesteal item in this game. I don't know. But they're going for a smoke because they want to punish the Centaur. Not a good idea, especially when he gets scanned out.
The double scan, both of them connect. They have a perfect line of where Ascent are. They know everything. They know all. Bob, he knows that something's heading his way as well. Tornado will get dodged. Dip him, hit him with the voice line. Do it, Bob. I know you want to.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nah, what a restraint here.
I'm surprised,
I'm
honestly.
Same.
Hey, do you think Sugi's gonna go for this right-click build on Invoker? Going for the Witchblade. Do you think that is the start of something, or is Witchblade pretty damn standard at this point?
I think Witchblade is just value, right? Like, you get some armor, you get some extra right clicks, you make up for the lack of damage when you go for Quas-Wex. Usually it was Spirit Vessel, but Witchblade is a lot more impressive. And it's just generally more suited for a hero, and it has a progression of unlike Spirit Vessel into Proasma, which is always good on most intelligence heroes. I actually would mind an Orchid, actually.
Yeah, I saw the Oblivion Staff, and that was my immediate thought, was Orchid, but the thought is, right, we have Silencer, we have lockdown between Wind and Mars, and Tree ulti, right? We have ways to do that. We just need, and I agree with them, damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The thing is, though, Silencer actually utilizes the teammate Orchids as well.
True.
Because of the last word for every single point. It can actually get kind of crazy, because he is himself a source of potentially 3 types of silences. And imagine like an Orchid on top of it, or maybe just any hero with a silence, essentially. I think Hexes also count because they also silence you at the same time.
I believe
So
so, yeah.
it can really snowball out of control. Dealing, like, at level 7, there is a potential for him for dealing close to like 300 magical damage per second, just from the silences.
I mean, it could still come out, I guess, technically. Chainmail did just get purchased, so I think they've committed. Orchid being used on the Wind, but there's that global silence. You're not going anywhere, Storm Spirit, and now shackled to the tree. Finish him off with God's Rebuke. Candyloon gets a nice arena onto Essie and Seimei, as well as the ultimate from Tree and connecting onto 3 heroes. IJST might be able to get his way out of this one as the disarm connects onto 423. Just barely, IJST is able to walk out of this one, and the Whirlwind is going ham. Sugimoto and 423 are getting plinked down slowly but surely, and Candyloon right on top of Seimei. Spear will connect. You just need to right click him one more time. Takahashi, more intelligence for the silencer. And even more as they kill off the Bat Rider 2. 4 heroes dead for TRX. And Ascent only lose the 1. And just barely at that.
And they also like forced Oracle early on to use the ultimate on himself. I think that was the biggest difference maker. Bob was the bracket in all chat.
What is that for?
On the brink of elimination, he's just like channeling his inner emo, I guess, trying to go out in style or go forward in style. Who knows? Because this game is far from over.
Absolutely, only a 1k lead for Ascent. It could go anywhere, especially when Bob only has 3 galvanized stacks. He's going to be hungry, looking for more, and he's going to find one more in the form of a Treant Protector. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Seimei, they got a kill on the Takahashi, but what was the cost? Once again, the cost being your Bat Rider.
At least the trade happened in this sequence, not the other way around.
True.
So Silencer is not stealing even more. But KF Knight is struggling slightly, right? Like, he lost already, I think he lost 2 int at the very least, maybe even more. He's at 540 total mana. 550 now. But it can become a problem quickly. Especially if, like, Silencer hard commits to Shard, or, like, gets one from the farming.
I mean, yeah, because, like, keep in mind, he's leveled up his ultimate. It's doubled in mana cost from 100 to 200. Seimei blink in right on top of IJST. Arena only connects onto one, but it's a very important one. They kill off the Oracle, and Seimei, you're next. Blade Mail for what? Rest of the team, Bob and 423 still around. Static Slide Remnant will give it away. 423 pops the Elven on a Candy Loon. They're going to pull him back. Do they have the Silence on top of them? They don't. They do have the Bat Rider Lasso on the Invoker. They silenced him up instead. And what a beautiful ultimate from IJST. Just kills them all by himself. Well, not all by himself, but he's the one that enabled all the kills, so it might as well have been Bob, the lone survivor. And no way. You're posturing. There's no chance. What's the point of this? Okay, Oracle's gonna come in. Seimei's here as well. 2-man stop. Bob's gonna go back in, but he's getting speared right to the tree. And Bob, he's falling. Oracle has to save him, and he will. Seimei's still in the middle of all 3 of them. They will be able to kill off Takahashi to start. A great start to a potential great fight here for TRX. Ascent, they went on the Centaur, who is just not it. Seimei gonna go right back in, miss the hoof stomp, and turn around. Spear will connect, but it's not gonna shackle him to anything. And speaking of shackle, Wind is using Whirlwind on the creep wave, so is going to chill out for another, what, 50, 40 seconds while that ability's on cooldown. And will get the BKB because of it, actually. Very nice, coming out right now.
She did use it with Arcane Rune, so...
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Yeah. I think it's worthwhile.
Yeah,
very much
37
so.
seconds, why not?
And now she has BKB on top of Whirlwind in just about 10 seconds. They can go again. Global in 20. They can start grouping up.
They also have a really good neutral item on the Whirlwind as well, at least in my opinion. The Vampire Fangs are very good. You are outputting a good mix of damage. So you get full value out of that Vampire Fangs. I think one of the few heroes that really gets a lot of value other than, you know, other Blypeer builders. Arena up onto Supermoto. They have nothing to kill him off other than the right clicks. The EMP will come out, but that's a fat wand keeping him up. But it's still going to bring him down, and a shackle again. Cry finds them time and time again. Bob, no chance of survival. And SC, you are next.
This is quickly getting out of control for them. Bob losing galvanization stacks as well as some mana pool in general. Chaos Knight actually solves this problem with diadem purchase, so should be okay. Oracle is that decently smart by himself. And Bat Rider could be the one struggling. Again, maybe somebody should give this Takahashi a shard. Is that at this point, like, imagine if he was stealing by 3 intelligence. It's not about him having more intelligence. This is mostly irrelevant in the context of a support hero. But having less intelligence on heroes like Bat Rider, on heroes like CK, on heroes like even Centaur. I mean, Centaur can use his second ability without mana. But Centaur is really close to having all of his mana pool expanded with 2 hoof stomps and an ulti.
Oh, there it is. You ask and you shall receive. Caves of Wisdom has been upgraded, but more importantly, that brain drain up to 3 int per kill now, like you were talking about.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's going to Refresher next.
I love it. I love this silencer build. I hate the hero. Absolutely hate the hero. But I love this build. It is so funny to me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, you're just like there globally twice, and that's about it. But sometimes it's all that matters. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Aghanim's. because Arcane Curse is busted, but
Yes. That's fair. Especially on heroes like Batrider, CK, right, Storm, these heroes that are using a lot of abilities. They get a purge off. It's not the first purge off, but there's going to be purges purchased, right? That's the thing. Maybe that's why you don't go for the Ags. I assume that eventually Seimei will get a Lotus Orb. He has it queued up already. And obviously Bob, he's going right in for that BKB. He needs it.
he should have it sometime soon, from the looks of it. Yeah, about 500 away
SC's
from it.
building a Lotus as well. Big Lotus energy coming out from TRX. Global silence, no BKB yet for Bob, and that means he's just dead.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Idling under the mid tower will do that to you, Bob. You can't play AFK like that.
They're ready for more. Currently, I feel like Storm is the biggest threat to Silencer and Wind Ranger, because he can catch her after the Wind Run expires and set up a kill on her. Without Storms, they can force more objectives, more structures, or hunt for more kills. It looks like IJST wants to hunt for kills. Sunstrike will not connect.
They're just barely missing him with that sentry too. Cry was coming down here, but with 423 and SC now being here, IJST, things have changed. He will just TP on out of there.
Look at Takahashi squeak by the way. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna build Refresher, and then I'm gonna straight build into Octarine Core.
More.
And you just
More silences.
never have a word. Like, you'll never have a say in the fight.
Bob desperately, and I mean desperately, trying to finish that BKB, but look who's coming. Big bad Mars. And Silencer's here too. Now they don't have the damage to kill off Bob, but they're making him damn well scared.
I think if he presses drums, he gets there in time to apply Arcane Curse. And that makes Storm really unhappy. But yeah.
IJSC is back bottom. He is not willing to let go of this area.
It's just making sure to constantly split push a wave so that they create openings on the other side of the map. And right now they're taking the enemy tier 1 with the creep wave not even showing. So in that regard, I think they're playing it correctly. They're also maximizing the farms they're getting while creating opportunities for the enemy to attack because they're split up. But because they won the early game so convincingly, it is really hard to attack anybody right now on the side of Ascent. You have Wind Ranger with BKB, you have Mars with BKB, you have Invoker with BKB, and you don't really care about supports.
To the pit they go. Ascent. Should be able to clean this one up. I don't really think that TRX really want to or even know that this is happening. I mean, I say that. They are grouping up bottom. Smoke is available on Tsukimoto. They'll pop it, but it's going to be too little too late. Roshan is already dead. Not quite. There he is. Now he's dead. And 43 just TP'd in. Bob is TPing in as well. This is a crazy TP. There's no way you do this, Bob. He will. He does have that BKB available if he needs it. Mars Arena connects onto 2 and the Whirlwind is going crazy. They will save the Centaur for now, but for how much longer? They move over onto 423, disarmed and dismembered. Spear up, connects, and Bob, he's come back in, but the shackle connects him to the CK, and he will die. Bob Gleipnired up, out of mana, out of life. Takahashi will take 3 intelligence from him.
He was literally, like, on Silencer, he was literally walking from the middle lane towards the bottom lane with his 355 movement speed. And just looking at his R button, looking for a moment where he has to press it. Never got to press it, never needed to, because his team is already destroyed even without him. Coming in like that at the very tail end and just claiming 3 intelligence is kind of fun. And as you were saying about Mars, he is purchasing a Desolator pretty late, but he didn't need BKB and Blink.
Yeah, I totally understandable why he needs that BKB. But also, like, hey, you're playing against a Batrider. Is it that big of a deal? You know, you're playing also against Centaur, Chaos Knight, so it does do something. And speaking of something, IJST has found the Batrider. 4 staff away, Tsukimoto. Should just die here. 1 click, 2 click, red fish, blue fish. No! Seimei, he can't do it! And now caught is Seimei as well as the Treant Protector IJST. He might live through it all. Seimei, the Aegis will fall. Or Cry, rather. There's too many Wind Rangers this tournament. He's popped his BKB for once, and he is going to be fine. Cry also pops a BKB. Arena, Candy Loon, no! We saw Seimei do it last game as Candy Loons this time around. Arena, the Mars, the Centaur ult as well. Candy Loon, he has a BKB. He's living through it all, and Seimei, he's actually going to fall. What is going on? Suki with the BKB and the Whirlwind as well. They're doing all the damage themselves. Suki got a triple, and all of a sudden a team wipe for Ascent, and GG is called. That's the last we're going to see out of T-Rex, as they have been eliminated from this tournament.
Oh, it has to feel bad, you know, but this was an absolutely deserved victory. I think the drafting in general here by Ascent was really good. I did enjoy their last pick Silencer. It was out of the left field, right? Like, nobody expected it, but he did so much work. There were adaptations. In my opinion, there were adaptations that were suitable in a game against Silencer. Maybe you could go for an Yules on Storm as opposed to going for an Orchid and play defensively. Maybe you could have prioritized an Lotus Orb on somebody, even though I don't even know who you prioritize on. But this Silencer just made the game so easy when it came to team fights. Sure, they suffered slightly during the laning stage. Sure, they didn't get to an overwhelming advantage in the first 10 minutes of the game. But after the 10-minute mark, after Silencer got his level 6, every single fight was just one team pressing buttons and hitting you, and the other team just running away. And this is really hard to play.
I mean, the only net worth lead the TRX ever had was maybe 2-3k, and even that point, it's so minimal, it doesn't matter. And from, I mean, like, what, 17 minutes on, it was just a non-factor of a game for TRX. They lost too many galvanized stacks, they lost too much intelligence, and they lost too many games of Dota, as they have been eliminated. Now, we do have one more lower bracket game for you after this. It's going to be Evil Rabit versus Team TK. We're going to go on a little bit of a short break. It's going to be about 10 minutes, but we'll be back with more Dota action. That's right, Evil Rabit versus Team TK. Stick around.
Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
Alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn, and I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted, can't copy, printed, can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap, and I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down tonight. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix League, brought to you by Cringe Station. My name is Crash and I'm here to bring you the last best of 3 of the night. I know it's the last one. What's going to hold us over until TI starts tomorrow, I don't know. Hopefully there's no more 8-minute GGs in Evil Rabbit's future. That's right, they got knocked down into this lower bracket by Team Bright, 2-0ing them. Once in a 32-minute game, they won pretty convincingly, and the second one was a mid lion being chosen by Evil Rabbit. It was Ember Spirit, Void Spirit, Lesh, Lion, Shadow Demon, with the lion going mid, and they GG'd out 8 minutes into the game. So, you know, hopefully we're not seeing anything like that from Evil Rabbit this time around. This is the lower bracket after all, so their last chance to stay in this tournament is right here, right now. And hey, they've got a pretty good head on their shoulders right now. Luna as well as Shadow Demon. Pretty damn good heroes. I mean, Shadow Demon, Luna. A tale as old as time. El Clasico. A combo that shall not be forgotten ever. As, you know, disrupt the Luna. Make illusions. Luna illusions equals good. And that's it. That's my deep-seated analysis, is that Luna illusions created by Shadow Demon are good. Right, it also gives you a save. Now you've got double save on the side of Evil Rabbit with lockdown from the Tusk as well. Now, I would like to see more lockdown from Evil Rabbit's mid laner, off laner, whatever they're running this Viper, the opposite role of the Viper. You need some sort of lockdown. More than Lucent Beam, more than Disruption, more than Walrus Punch,
5 seconds remaining.
and Snowball. But, you know, if you take a look at TK, they've got a nice stun in the form of DK, which will set up the Mirana arrow. And, but once again, TK, I could say the same thing for them. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more lockdown from them. Weaver will be the next pick from TK. Once again, TK, they are going to try to exploit the weakness of Luna, and that's just running her down before she's ready.
5 seconds remaining.
Luna can hit a really crucial and critical 25-20 minute mark, depending on her farm. You know, you get your Manta BKB, and more or less you're ready. But Chen, Mirana, Weaver, all of these heroes benefit from Solar Flare. Even DK when he's in his dragon form. I mean, even DK in his base form. The cleave, the damage, the attack speed is so good. Right now, TK are drafting all around this Solar Flare. It doesn't matter if this Mirana's won or not. It's going to be a lot of damage either way. Weaver 1, Weaver 4, Mirana, literally wherever you're running any of these heroes. I would like to see once again maybe now a little bit more beef from Team TK. Obviously they have the beefiest of the beef, Dragonite. It doesn't get much more beefier than that. But also, like, DK is a farmer right now, right? If this is a 1 DK, he's going to sit in lane and farm and not get pushed out of lane. Maybe because of this Viper being picked up, Evil Rabbit are looking to run it in the offlane. Like, DK is now very limited in where he's being run. If Evil Rabbit just follow the DK to whatever lane, this will be a good Viper game. Now, will Viper be able to get out of lane in a good way? I mean, who knows? It is a Viper after all. Hero vary feast or famine. Last few bans coming out. Wind and Sniper still being left in the pool, so they'll be banned out by Evil Rabbit. And Storm Spirit +1 from Team TK. Looks like they're thinking about mid laners, but they're still willing to think that it might be an offlane Viper, or a mid Viper, which is probably why they're thinking about this a little bit more. Is this maybe a mid Mirana? Chen Weaver lane sounds pretty bad. Chen DK lane sounds fine. Chen Mirana lane sounds okay. DK Mirana lane sounds good. Weaver plus DK sounds good, like in the off lane. There are multiple choices here, and I don't have the answer. DK, a very open draft. Castaway is gearing them up for the surprise attack. Run down Evil Rabbit, hope for another 8-minute GG, catch them by surprise by their picks. The cool thing about this Weaver is, like we talked about, as in me and my co-caster who's definitely here. Evil Rabbit, they are lacking a bit of lockdown, which makes a tricky hero like Weaver, a Shikuchiing hero, a little pesky bug, even better. And they will ban out the offlaner on Team TK just to cover their bases and pick up the Lina. Mars is a incredible hero against Lina, so that just makes sense. And is this going to be a Mirana offlane? Now, they are going to run into the trouble of beef on Team TK, right? Tankiness is going to be an issue. Eventually, these heroes should get to above 2k HP with all of their bracers and a lot of armor with their Wraith bands, so maybe it's not going to be an issue. Maybe Team TK can just run over this game sub 20 minutes, what they're probably going to look to do with DK and Chen. But then also, like, past 20-25 minutes, they have 4 carries and a Chen. Mirana's going to build core items. Weaver's probably going to build core items. I mean, obviously Lina and DK are as well, so. Mamang Daya on the Lina. Means this will be a mid Lina. JG on the DK. Castaway on the Chen. Krish on the Weaver. Triple A on. This is a stand-in? I don't remember this player from TK. Am I insane? Am I crazy? I think I might be. Maybe name change. Maybe just maybe a cheeky little name change is all that happened here. But either way, no matter what is happening, Solar Flare will be picked up on Mirana, the constants of Dota, right? Solar Flare Mirana, Fire Dragon DK, Thermal Runaway Lina, Skitter Step Weaver. Everyone's going for the basic facets. Nothing too crazy. Moonstorm on the Luna. Promulgate. Oh, Jesus. On the Shadow Demon. Drinking Buddies on Tusk, Poison Viper, and Horsepower Centaur. Pretty bog standard stuff. Looking at the drafts, though, I will give a little bit of hope for Evil Rabbit. This Butterfly Effect Viper might just get run over, though. Now, it's no Lion, so it should be okay in lane, but who the hell knows? It is a Lina after all. Lina is able to output quite a lot of damages. Clearly a lane combo that Mamang Daya is comfortable with. That's why it's being picked up. As we are going to get into it, our third series of the day, the third and final series, I might add. Team TK versus Evil Rabbit, game number 1. And got a lot of missing tangos, at least so far. Butterfly Effect has some in his backpack, but Irving doesn't have any. And neither does I swear to God I clicked on someone and they didn't have tangos either. Maybe it was Butterfly Effect and he bought them post hands. By QX. I wonder if he's looking to level Drinking Buddies level 1 and pull the Luna up if they needed to. Man, this would be Drinking Buddies would be insane if you could use during Snowball. Imagine pulling someone towards you while in Snowball. That would be a buff that Tusk does not need. Jesus. Charge just says creates an impassable barrier. Cool. I feel like they could say that right there in the flavor text. Creates an impassable barrier that lasts for 4, 5, 6 seconds. That's easy. And have the alt click be something. I don't know. I have no idea what it would be instead.
The battle begins.
Rune should just be a 2 for 2. Nothing too crazy going on. Castaway on the Chen will get the Satyr creep first, so Mana Burn is online and ready. Chen Weaver lane into Shadow Demon Centaur.
The pattern is complete.
I mean, Weaver should do fine this lane, right? Against Irving, against the Irving Centaur. XU. I mean, I'm worried that Castaway Krish are gonna run away with this lane. And mid is definitely gonna be the one that I'm watching out for. Mamang Daya versus Butterfly Effect. Bottle queued up for Butterfly Effect. Bottle queued up for Mamang Daya. It's going to be a battle of trades here. I'm almost certain that these heroes are going to be on 100 HP for a hot minute till those bottles arrive. In fact, like, there's a possibility that either of these two heroes get a kill. Actually, I say that Corrosive Skin level 1 on the Viper means that there is no chance of a level 1 kill for Butterfly Effect. Alright, Krish is back, and hopefully we'll get right back into this game. It was Krish. Krish I clicked on, no tangos. Oh, I'm so glad I figured it out. Krish, JG, and AAA, no tangos. They are in the backpack, though, fortunately. Let's move back in the... Alright, Krish is back. The G is called. Just the one G, not the two Gs. Very important distinction. Rabit TK. They're back into this game. Mamang Daya. Oh yeah, he's being tickled by that corrosive skin.
Denied.
Is the 10% magic resistance that big of a deal? I honestly don't know. It's something. But couldn't you have gotten it level 2 and just started poison attack this Lena level 1? Maybe I'm crazy. Continue to eat harass here by Mamang Daya. 1 in 3 on this Viper, which is pretty good considering this wave is now just kind of coming into him and dying. Nice double deny on the range creeps from Mamang Daya. And here it comes. Poison attack on the Viper. Mamang Daya will start getting whittled away. But we see all this damage on the Butterfly Effect. Mamang Daya, he's here as well. Who's gonna die first? Mamang Daya, very aggressive play. Tried to click down the Viper, but poison attacks and Predator. It's just too much. Well, I expected these heroes to be trading in a way that left them on 100 HP. Mamang Daya took that one step ahead and went down to 0 HP. We'll continue to whittle away at Butterfly Effect. I mean, there's nothing else to do when you're not last hitting in the mid lane. No Lotuses. I mean, there are runes, I guess, but they haven't spawned. They will spawn now at the 2-minute mark. Viper with that empty bottle will fly on over. Krish, meanwhile, will get a kill onto Irving top with the help of the Satyr and Castaways level 2.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
He doesn't even lose level 1. He doesn't even have anything leveled. Centaur will come back in. I mean, what I assume happened is Centaur got swarmed and killed. Mamang Daya being phased away from this mid lane. Yeah, I assumed this was a Viper favored matchup. I had a pretty good idea the Viper was going to win this. I didn't know by how much. I assume Viper always has kill potential on anyone he's laning against because he's a damn Viper. Did not expect Mamang Daya to walk in and sort of lightly feed in this mid lane, which will put Viper in a good position. Ahead on CS. Should be ahead on net worth as well. Net worth barely matters right now. Yeah, 16 to Lena's 13. Just 1 kill difference between the two, really. Krish still no tangos, but he didn't need any. He never needed any. He's got Castaway here. Castaway can give him all the tangos he needs, heal him up as well. Bonus attack speed, self-attack range. Self-attack range. I could have sworn somewhere on Penitent that said attack range, but it's self attack range. Or Chen incoming. Mumangdaya, as he gets more levels, will be able to be okay in this lane, right? Dragon Slave will always do a lot. They are going to rotate orange in here. Here comes Tusk, QIQX. There's the snowball right on top of Mumangdaya, just in time for these 4-minute runes as well. Nice tree being placed from Mumangdaya. And will still fall. Is that a Mumangdaya tree? I don't think it was, actually. He still got 3 ironwood branches. That was definitely a Tusk tree.
I'll put that
Not sure why. I guess try to body block him a little bit more. Once again, butterfly effect. Yeah, he is the one that gets the kill into Mumangdaya.
Don't burn your fingers.
Viper now level 5.25 to Lena's 4.5. Things are starting to get a little bit out of hand. I mean, they're still equal on CS, which I guess is a good thing, considering for Mumangdaya. But dying twice, and when Viper gets 6, dying a 3rd time is going to be very sad for this Lena. Being faced out of lane once again by butterfly effect. Like, it's so easy as Viper. This was my hero. This was the hero I learned Dota on. And Mumangdaya, he's just dead again. LSA will connect, only hitting onto one hero. And speaking of killing, that will be butterfly effect's job. He'll get nailed by an arrow, but I don't know how much he really cares about it. Very, very little. And top lane, they are going to try to kill XU with the creeps. Here comes the Satyr. Can't quite get it. Sit more heroes in the mid lane. It's about to be 6 minutes. You might as well. Lena, what's our teleport cooldown like? 5, 4, 3. We'll be able to TP back into lane. Wasted a few precious seconds. Especially now that Viper is level 6. Mumangdaya still a level and a bit. Yes. A fifth of the way there, almost. Butterfly effect, arrow will get dodged. Only level 1 into Starstorm, so it doesn't do too much damage. AAA gonna have to leap away with the haste rune on Mumangdaya. He's trying to play the edges of these fights a little bit, make sure the Viper can't get on top of him, but Ju will get the kill into AAA. LSA will connect as well. Butterfly effect, he's just gonna turn around on a Mumangdaya. Predator means that this hero is doing so much damage to you. And Castaway, I mean, he's trying to get the return kill in Butterfly Effect, but once again, Butterfly Effect just turn and hit. Mega kill on this Viper. Who cares about how he gets out of laning stage when he is snowballing this hard? Thank you, Tusk, pun intended. And this Viper, I mean, after Butterfly Effect goes mid, or it goes back to base rather, I would like to see Butterfly Effect go bottom. They are making the moves onto JG already, but JG just hits him with a stun and does the whole walk away strategy. Very strong. Wisdom runes will go 1-to-1. Irving will grab one and AAA the other.
Dire's middle tower.
And there we do see Butterfly Effect come down here into this bottom lane. They're pinging out DK. They have a snowball ready. There they go. Losing beam to set it up. Snowball on the Viper strike as well. Right in on top of DK. Arrow will hit the Tusk, but it's only the Tusk. Breathe Fire will slow them down for a bit, but not for long. JG will die as well.
Radiant structures
Hey,
are fortified.
has one leap charge, almost a second. Gonna run right into Butterfly Effect, forced to use the leap. One more second, has another one.
Tower is under attack.
QX not giving up the chase. Or just following Viper. No, they should have just barely seen each other there. Mumangdaya, fortunately, has just recently hit level 6. Look who's just sitting at the rune. Tusk grabs a regen, pulls the Viper up onto the high ground, but a little miscommunication, it seems. Viper hit AAA instead of Mumangdaya. There's the Stampede itself, LSA. That's not how it works. You can't stun yourself. Krish is going to come in on Butterfly Effect, but I think Butterfly Effect just turns around. Now that arrow should connect. No, Butterfly Effect dodged it beautifully. And Tusk with the drinking buddies again, just to give Butterfly Effect a little bit extra damage and movement speed. He's out of there. Oh man, Krish, this is a dangerous build. First item, Deso. Falcon Blade into Deso. If you don't start finding kills, it could be very, very devastating to your gameplay. To be fair, you're dealing with Luna and Viper, these heroes with a lot of armor. So I'm not totally against it. But, you know, Dragonlance into Deso or something, some middling item, you're going to be incredibly squishy still. Only has a Falcon Blade for stat items. QX still not level 6, but I don't think he cares too much. Here comes Butterfly Effect under the guise of the smoke. It will break right in onto JG. There's the arrow, but it's only going to stun Butterfly Effect for a brief moment. Eclipse will get popped, and JG AAA has left you for dead. Ancient Apparition Anonymous leaves you dead to rights. Because, I mean, to be fair, what do you do there as a Mirana, right? You're a level 5 Mirana. You have Solar Flare instead of Moonlight Shadow. Rightfully so. But, like, there's literally nothing you do there other than feeding another body if you stick around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Irving has max Retaliate.
Radiant's courier has been
He has the
killed.
Vanguard as well, so this
Radiant's middle tower
Centaur
is
is
under
very
attack.
tanky. This reminds me of Centaur builds from like last year. And this was pretty much the build for Centaur. Vanguard, max Retaliate, then level up Hoof Stomp and just become this unkillable machine. And we take a look at the net worth rather, and surprise, Viper is on top for his team, but I will say actual surprise this time, Weaver is also sitting prettily on top. Luna, Weaver, Viper, they're all trading farm. The big difference right now is this Lina. Mamang Daya has had very, very little impact this game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spirits grant me patience.
JG pops his dragon form and just starts plinking away at these creeps, because at the end of the day, you're just a fire dragon. You're built for farming, not for taking tower. I mean, it's fine at taking towers, but that's not what you're built for. Built for getting net worth and then doing something with it as soon as possible. I think DK is one of those heroes that when you build him up, Armlet, S and Y, those are do something items, right? Immediately effective net worth. You know, compared with Alina who's going to buy Maelstrom and then farm. It's, you know, still effective, right? It's doing something, but you turn your net worth immediately into kills on the DK, which I think, you know, a lot of other pause ones don't necessarily do for a little bit longer, right? DK does it pretty damn quickly.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Broken,
is under attack.
AAA. Does have a leaf charge to get away. LSA will connect. Mamang Daya denies the rune. That was an AD rune. It could have been big. Stampede gets used. Turn around, Butterfly Effect, and he will. Solar Flare will get popped, stun onto the Tusk. QIQX, good and dead, unless gets that roll onto AAA Snowball. QIQX, disrupt the... Nope, okay, disrupted the wrong hero. JG gets disrupted. Was that dismembered? Not quite. And a 1-for-1, but a very valuable one at that. Lina dead again, net worth comparable to the Chens.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Viper, it's starting to get out of hand. Treads, Dragonlance, Wraithband. 12 minutes into the game and a Blade of Alacrity to boot. Weaver, Krish, you are another hero with this build who's going to put your net worth to immediate use. You do not buy Deso to farm on this Weaver. You buy Deso to hunt and kill and ramp up your damage. Might finally be something that pushes Irving out of lane. Meanwhile, mid, speaking of being pushed out of lane, Mamang Daya is farming around his tower, but isn't really willing to walk up too close. He shouldn't be willing. He is blinking onto JG. Okay, the arrow to follow up as well to Butterfly Effect, but there's the snowball onto the Viper, keeping Butterfly Effect safe and sound. Break onto the DK. Mech will get popped by Castaway, and they're healing up Dragonite. QIQX. Mamang Daya has already used Laguna Blade. No chance for a kill onto Tusk, and everyone gets out hunky-dory.
is under attack.
And beautiful save from QIQX.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Irving
top
will
tower
finally,
is
with the
falling.
help of Mayuri, take the top tower. T1 finally down. Meanwhile, bottom JG is pushing the creeps in, trying his best. Just, yeah, hit the tower, JG. Yeah, no, yeah, get the creeps at the tower. Very cool. Alright, there it is. But Irving, hey, he's here to play too. Vanguard Blade Mail, very tanky. Very durable. The Centaur, 2300 HP with that double bracer as a Vanguard. And armor as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mayuri stayed top for a long time, actually. Pushed in one and a bit, 2 waves. Krish, Deso completed. In the inventory. Will go Dragonlance now. But, you know, it's going to tank you up. But like I said, with this Deso, you'd like to be finding kills now. Not later. And Dragonlance is what keeps you survivable to want to take those fights. Now, you're not as survivable as you were before with the Dragonlance after the nerfs, but that's been a hot minute now, so. Alright, here comes Krish. Down to the bottom lane. And Shu, he knows. XU, aware that Krish is in the area, drops the sentry.
Being denied.
And this gank might have been failed from Krish. Ooh, is that someone trying to TP in? Irving, Blink Stomp, but JG's gonna do a Blink Stun of his own into an arrow as well. XU disrupts himself. He's safe for now, but for how long is the question? Not long enough as Castaway snipes him with an orb. Butterfly effect on the side. There's heroes converging in on him. They got to help their Viper. They have to go in around the Viper. QIQX, he will fall, as will JG. And Krish trying to bring down Butterfly effect, but Viper is a hard nut to crack. They do lose the Luna as Castaway will get a double. And finally, TK take a worthwhile engagement. They had to bring everyone, but they damn well did it. It just felt like for the first time in a fight, Viper had very little impact. Butterfly effect spent half that fight walking around trying to run away from Weaver and Lena and not get killed because his kill streak is pretty massive. This Viper is 9-0.
Tower is under attack.
He dies, it'll be a big chunk of change for whoever on TK get it. Hopefully not Castaway. Blink, stun, double edge as well onto Krish. Still has time-lapse available. Not too much kill potential on Weaver, just a little bit of an annoyance from Irving, if anything.
Radiant's
Are
top
some
tower is
heroes
under attack.
making their way down bottom over to Irving. AAA is here, but they see him on the ward. Irving should know anything that's starting to head his way. Is well aware, will be well aware. Speaking of well aware of what items to get. Right, going for the Crimson Guard is going to eliminate a lot of the Solar Flare damage, a lot of the Weaver damage, Lena damage, even the DK damage, right? These heroes are mostly, more or less, physical. Krish will get caught by that dust just barely. Follow the courier. QIQX, he wants the kill, but he will not find it. Krish is out of there. Ward gets seen? Yes, it does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very nice D-ward from QIQX. A nice ward, actually. Nice little spot. Butterfly effect. Farming up both camps at the same time. Love the efficiency. He has drums. He's gonna go Shard, and then I assume like Dragonlance or Force Staff or something like Hurricane Pike. You could just go for the Gleipnir as well, I guess, but you're already building that on other heroes. If Lena ever gets the gold to be able to do so. The Courier of the Secret Shop has everything but the point booster, vitality booster rather, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, that one. Energy booster, vitality booster, point booster. Bam, red, blue, yeah. Got it. Purple, pink, whatever. That's right. I can distinguish between the orbs and Dota. It's a pretty cool feat if I do say so myself. Irving has gone for an Iron Talon, which will just destroy these Chen creeps, right? Cut them down by a lot of their HP. How much exactly? That's a good question. 80%. These neutrals HP. Scan will connect. That's a dire scan, so TK know that a gank is heading their way. But JG, he doesn't seem to care too much. He thinks he's got his juking shoes on, and to be fair, he kind of does.
Radiant are scanning.
The gank will just completely miss JG in its entirety. Off they go into Roshan. You have 50 seconds to kill Rosh. Good luck. You gotta throw everything and bring in Mayuri. Okay. That should do it. That should be the nail in the coffin for Roshan. Scan will come out from TK, so they know where they are, but instead they're just pinging out or drawing out. Push down bottom lane. Just play the opposite side of the map. There's nothing left for us here.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, Shard is so good on Viper this game. I was just taking a look at it, right? Not only does it give you the more tower pressure, but with that armor reduction as well. Really good. Weaver, time-lapse away, but I don't know if that's what you want, Krish. Time-lapse is on cooldown for another 50 seconds. That's a big window. 50 seconds, a very long time in Dota after all. Mirana, Lina will both TP top. Disruption on the Luna. Continue to push the wave. Bottom lane, this time they want JG. Shards will give them vision for the snowball. QIQX, punch him up into the air. JG stump with the stampede. It keeps JG slowed because QIQX is right on top of him. Drinking buddies galore. And it will be XU to get the kill onto JG.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Crimson Guard complete onto Irving. A very tanky, near unstoppable machine on this Centaur War Runner, who is second highest in net worth for his team, taking over the Viper. And once again, you gotta ask your questions. Why was this Lina picked into Viper? How much impact are you really having, Mamang Daya? Middling, if at best. They're gonna take a double Tormentor. And a God is used. And Krish is working on the first one. And no second Tormentor to be had. Instead, it's AAA. Double leap away. Will be AOKKK. Wait a minute. Nope. OKAA. There we go. Fixed it.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Jesus. Awful. Tormentor will get taken here. As, Irving is going to blink in, stomp as well into Castaway, body blocks as well. There's the ice shards to keep them trapped in place. And the Luna Glaives are bouncing between the two of them in the Eclipse as well. There's Stocko creeps, no other heroes to be had. Where's the rest of your team? Oh, Irving and Castaway trading tips. JG says, hey, this Tormentor, they just did it. And who gets the shard? It was QIQX, as we saw there, being put into action. Those shards, the only way they catch two of them is with those shards, the shards, I should say. Amangdaya jump forward, the snowball, the punch, as well as the jump from Irving, but the shards, they catch him on the other side. Now Amangdaya will use his array of spells, his Light Strike array specifically, but watch Irving, he's taking no damage. Finally the bugs be put into work, and Krish, he tries to time walk away, will be successful as he gets QIQX as well. And now the rest of Evil Rabbit, they've got to retreat. They're forced to escape. JG blinks forward, stuns up, but Mayuri is out. Butterfly Effect is as well. And XU, they've used the stun, so he's out. 3 heroes all escape from Evil Rabbit. They cut their losses and run. I mean, a worthwhile fight for TK considering that they're ahead. Viper gets another 700 gold, but Weaver, hey, that's the big winner. 850 gold for your Weaver, which will help propel him towards that Daedalus. A little bit of just a moment for TK to sort of catch their breath here as continuing on as they salvage the Aegis. Evil Rabit are able to continue to run down lanes now. There is a pesky bug cutting your wave. Does have the shard, so he's able to just Shikuchi through them and kill it off. But they still get the tower. They got what they came for. And the tier 2 top is next. All the while, though, JG did a very good job at split pushing. So good, in fact, that he even got the tower. So a tier 2 is dead for Radiant as well. Good timing from JG. As a scan will come out and connect on to QIQX and Butterfly Effect heading down bottom. That should give the sign for JG to get the hell on out of there. Will throw the fireball. Butterfly Effect chasing. In the area, JG. No cancel on Butterfly Effect, so JG will get on his way out of there. But who's been found here? Mamang Daya stunned up. Irving's found him. LSA, QIQX has got to get out of there. Got to get over there, rather. Get out of there. Will be Mamang Daya. Stomp gets used. TP out. Very easy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Krish. Best of appearance used. Irving. Stampede Thirst. Okay. He's now stuck in the shards. Krish forced the time lapse away. Snowball chases him, sees where he's going. They know the direction, but they don't know the exact area in which he went. All the while, this is scary. 4 heroes top, but Butterfly Effect. Alone bottom. You've got to make your way over to your team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And after that Manta, it will be a Lincoln Sphere for the Viper. I mean, it's really good, right? There's very few things it blocks. Right? Nothing from Mirana, nothing from Weaver. Pretty much just Laguna Blade and DK Stun. I mean, I guess you could count Penitence as well, but that is a minimal ability, which I guess makes it a good Lincoln's Break. So that will be kind of consistently what they have to do. Nice ward on the high ground, QIQX. And it should give them the initiation they need. Drinking Buddies, the Siege Creep, cheeky little play. Haven't seen that one before. AAA is going to get out. Snowball, no, just barely. They catch him. QIQX, a wonderful TP kill. And he even gives it to Butterfly Effect. I mean, doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And I remember when Drinking Buddies came out and people just didn't get it. And they thought it was, you know, not the lesser of the two, but more situational. And man, were they wrong. Drinking Buddies is so good. It's like a free 4-staff at level 1. It's so much damage. Like, actually, right? 120 bonus damage is nothing to scoff at any point in the game. Cast away. TP away. QIQX shards will be incorrect. Mid lane, they've caught Mamang Daya again, forced to pop the BKB, but I don't know how much Viper cares about your damn BKB. Thankfully, a miss uphill, so Mamang Daya is fine. QIQX jumps in, takes the arrow. Get down, Mr. President. We'll tank it all for Butterfly Effect.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Rabit cut their losses and run. It was just a tusk after all. Tried. You know, tried his best, QIQX. Interesting. Okay. I'm not a fan of this Mirana build. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. You might as well just build another pair of boots at this point. Build your treads for more stats. Oh, what a weird build. What a weird build. Double boots. You need the mana boots in Mirana. I totally understand. You like the drums, but the drum boots, really to finish the drum boots is interesting. Right, so Demonic Purge, Viper Strike, kiting out the Luna, but you could have done that anyways with just normal drums. I guess. Right, Viper Strike, Stampede, and kiting out Eclipse, Demonic Purge as well. Those are all problems that are being faced by TK. And Mirana's gonna try to deal with it. Let's see if she can deal with this gank heading her way. AAA jumps forward and gets destroyed by a snowball. Roshan, he will be up in 25 seconds, just in time for Evil Rabbit to come in and take it. All the while, though, bottom, right? TK, they know that Roshan is going to be up soon, so they're pressuring bottom as hard as possible. Both JG and Chris are down here. They're going to continue, I assume, to pressure down this bottom lane. Butterfly Effect did TP back as he's not needed for Roshan. That Roche, he will be up in 1 second. There he is, and Irving, he's ready for it. They do still need to respect this Weaver down in the bottom lane. He will kill your buildings. Does have Deso Daedalus. You know, Butterfly Effect, he's got a DD of his own, so he's doing a lot of damage. He is able to sort of defend those buildings. You know, Nether Toxin will help with that. And he's just like 1-2-shotting these creeps because it has so much damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
TPs will get cancelled. Like QX was willing and waiting. I believe Irving tried as well.
Dire are scanning.
They were just ready just in case.
Blessings upon a loyal
And won't
warrior.
connect. Instead, they're running forward. They've caught JG. They've got the vision of him right on top of this DK. Does have a BKB TP available, but instead he just breathes fire on the mid lane. They will fortify it as well. That's the high ground for it. Krish, he's no longer in an area to deal with bottom. Instead, he is TP'd back home and is here to defend the racks. Wipe neared up. They've caught 3 of them. Disruption to save from the arrow. Beautiful job by XU. Fortification will get popped, but Mayuri is still chunking through these towers. And there goes Krish. What happened? I looked away for half a moment. Conda, Luna. Holy cow. Krish just, that's the game. It's over at this point. Arrow up the center. But there's the Lincoln Sphere. Stops the Laguna Blade, and Mamandaya, he can no longer do anything. He still has an 8-second BKB in his pocket, but the base is falling. This is defense of the Ancients. You have to do something. Defend your Ancient, damn it. JG's gonna walk forward. Crimson Guard is popped, but no cares given. Irving goes in right onto the backline, connects onto 2 with a Hoof Stomp. Mamandaya is dead, and JG, you might be next. No, the Fountain Regen will keep you safe. But the Ancient, well, not quite so safe. Evil Rabbit will take game number 1 against Team TK in a pretty convincing fashion. Only 8 kills on TK. Seemed like they were struggling from the get-go. And we'll just take a second here to look at the graphs, look at the charts, see the scoreboard, and really break down what happened. And I'm going to rest my case with just 1 point. Viper happened. Now, the question with Viper is, can he make it out of the laning stage? When he constantly and consistently gets fed kills, yes, he can get out of the laning stage. 13, 0, and 8. 21 out of 23 kill participation on this Viper. Pretty good. So, you know, Butterfly Effect now forced to be reckoned with on the Viper, and, you know, Mamandaya, Belina, 1 and 9 just never really worked out, and neither did the DK. JG has an Orchid and a Blink and a BKB, and I felt very little impact of any of them. And if you look at the net worth, I mean, it was almost always in Evil Rabbit's favor until that one fight breaks down and Evil Rabbit get wiped. TK are in a bit of a lead, but Evil Rabbit immediately bring it right back up. I do want to see, when did DK... I mean, Orchid at 29 minutes, what's the point? Everyone has BKBs, it's such a useless item. Anyways, we're going to take a short break. Evil Rabbit versus Team TK, game number 2. After a quick one, we'll be right back.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. You know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Only just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
everyone, and welcome back to game number 2 here at Phoenix League lower bracket quarterfinals? Yeah, quarterfinals, lower bracket here. This is, once again, my name is Crash. Hi, Phoenix League, Pinch Station. How's it going? Evil Rabbit, Team TK, like I said, game number 2. And keep in mind, once again, this is lower bracket. So, right now, Team TK are on the verge of elimination. And, I'm going to say it. I'm a little unsurprised by this. Evil Rabbit, top of their group stage. Top of the group stage. Only one group stage. They're top of it. They went 6-3-0. So, 6 wins, 3 ties, and 0 losses. It wasn't until they went up against Team Bright that they found their first loss. Meanwhile, Team TK went 3-3-3. So, middling results, to say the least, for this team. But, hey, they still made it to playoffs, so that is, I guess, something, but they would very much like to make it a bit farther. Right? This team, I don't think they have many expectations put on them by others, but I do think they have a lot of expectations probably being put on by themselves, so it would be a shame to see Team TK go out the way they did after a kind of poor game number 1. JG got caught out a lot. Among Daya just had, no lane whatsoever. No lane, no game. That kind of sucked for him, unfortunately. The Lena's a hero that kind of needs to excel in lane. And Lena has all the tools to be able to do so, right? So it's just one of those, they picked the Lena into the Viper. It was clearly a confidence pick, and the ego, you got checked for sure. Team TK, they see the wind. Natural pickup Centaur. Whirlwind, uncontrollable damage, Centaur, retaliate, blade mail, very easy combo. Now, Evil Rabbit will pick up the Sven, which I assume is going to be the pairing combo for the Wind Ranger. This hero has fallen off a cliff recently. And look, I'm a big fan of the hero. I will preach for Sven off the face of the earth. But, if you take a look at, pro pubs, he's got a really good position 4 win rate, but not too good of a position 5 win rate. He's being played a lot more in pause 5. So the win rate, it's whatever. But he's got about a 48% win rate right now, which is not good. And this is, to be fair, this is professional pubs, but this is a professional game, so let's, at least base it off of something. He has seen very little play at TI, if I remember correctly. And so it's just been very, very, very meh of a time for this hero, when at one point he was so strong, and I'm surprised that, it was 3 movement speed and a bit of armor got removed from the hero, and he goes completely unpicked. Not completely unpicked, he's unbanned at TI. He's not unpicked. But he's seen very minimal picks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 6. Yeah, okay. I didn't know it was this bad. 6 picks, 0 wins. He is 0-6 at TI. There is no way that this hero is still in a decent form. And Evil Rabbits, oh boy, you have a hero that doesn't seem too good. We'll see if he can make it work. And, it's an okay game against the Mirana for the Sven, but you've got now SF, Phoenix, Centaur. What does a Sven really do here? Not too much. Let's see here.
10 seconds remaining.
Last
Dire
pick.
team ban.
Oh, let's close that window. Wild can't. Boy, that's not the kind of co-caster I wanted, huh? Alright. Back in the action, Evil Rabbits. They have picked up the Sniper, which I assume to be their pause 4 to lane with their Sand King. Just a devastating lane combo. Wonder if that means Team TK. I don't know where this SF is going to lane. I assume it's a safe lane. Which means what? Phoenix SF? Weird lane. Strong? I don't know. Weak? I don't think so. Level 3, you hit a really big power spike.
Dire team ban.
Puck being banned out by Team TK, which does lead me to believe that this might be a mid SF. Puck does okay against SF mid. It's one of the few heroes that can kind of stand and fight, just because you have Orb to get away, and you also have eventually your consistent jaunts. So you do have multiple ways of stopping this SF from ulting, right? From raising you consistently. So I do like the Puck ban if this is a mid SF. Otherwise, they're just kind of banning heroes that get on top of you, right? Puck, Storm Spirit, a Coil would ruin the fight for TK. They have so much mobility on the Centaur and the Mirana and the Phoenix that if you get coiled, you're done. And Storm Spirit, a very similar fashion, right? Evil Rabbit have a lot of setup, and a Storm coming in after everything's been set up would be devastating. Ags, Storm would go insane this game. As the game goes later, you get a big Vortex, stun from the Stormhammer, Whirlwind stun from the Sand King, all the while you're being shrapneled with the Scatter Blast, or Scatter Shot, sorry. And yeah, like, that was too much potential setup there for TK.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, mid laners still get banned out here from Evil Rabbit. They want Mamang Daya to have a rough time. There is an easy way to do that. Throw the sniper mid. Just throw him mid. And really just destroy anyone. I mean, we have seen Butterfly Effect here on this sniper recently. I say recently, it's been a few days. Okay, no, literally played it yesterday against Brighton, lost, but played it against YG on the 7th, a few days ago now, and went 13-3. Played it against Essence on the 3rd, so an even longer time now. 13-0. So these snipers have been pretty damn good for Evil Rabbit, and that means it is a mid sniper unless they're going mid Skywrath. I mean, we'll find out here in a second what Butterfly Effect wants. Does he want the wings of a butterfly or the effect of a sniper in lane?
5 seconds remaining.
I dare say it's gonna be the sniper. I don't think there's much room for 4 Skywrath, especially into a Shadow Fiend Mirana. I think you just die. Although, to be fair, you get a lot of armor now, so maybe there's an argument to be made. A good argument? I don't think so, but an argument, yes. Last pick up here for TK will be, of course. Of course. He's still in the pool. Why not just pick the Krish Dragon Knight? It does mean Mamang Daya will be on the SF, Butterfly Effect on the Sniper, QIQX Sven, and XU on the Skywrath Mage. At facets, nothing too crazy. I mean, nothing crazy at all. Mayuria's Whirlwind, Heavy Plate on Sven, Dust Devil, Scattershot. Shield, Horsepower, I mean, you can read at this point. What's the point of me saying it all out for you? They are all the normal facets. Hotspot might be the weird one, but I don't think it's... is it... I get the 2 Phoenix ones confused all the time because, you know, I'm pretty sure they're the same. Like, they're very similarly worded. Oh god, I'm looking them up. I need to find out. Dying Light and Hotspot. Dying Light, to my knowledge, is the normal one. But we'll see. I mean, more damage, more healing on the Sunray is really, really good. Does it heal more? Yeah, Sunray does more damage / heal at the end of the beat. So, I mean, you've got percentage-based damage on Sunray. It's pretty good. 150% of base damage, heal at 1200 range. And then increasing the length of Sunray beyond the 1200 range will result in more than... Interesting. See, that I didn't know. So increasing the length of your Sunray increases the damage of Hotspot. So if you exceed the max Sunray range, you get even higher damage. Holy tips. Oh, okay, Irving. What did you do to deserve all of those tips? Okay, fair enough. Butterfly Effect mid sniper. Something that I've grown to love. See if he can walk away with this game. He's just gonna be another lousy peeper. Okay, cat. What the?
30 seconds to battle.
Smoke out Evil Rabbit up on the high ground. They go. They're going the long way, though. They've got stuns and scatter blasts galore. They just need to, you know, level their stuns. Irving smoke will pop. They found Castaway. He's gonna need to level dive if he wants to get out of this one. That's exactly what he'll do. Castaway safe and sound.
The battle begins.
But now your Phoenix has dive level 1, so creep in lane pretty much, especially because he's gone for this hotspot. No immolation mean no dying light means no burn damage. Nice try, nice try. After all the positivity just said between those two players, of course it was a nice try, and he meant it too, you know? Sorry about the overlay. If it gets fixed, it's okay. We're doing it. I'm solo here now. I'm, you know, it's 8 a.m. I've been casting all night. I've been, you know, give me a break here, please, chat. Thank you. Castaway, top lane, struggling to trade against XU, which is, I mean, totally fair. You're a level 1 Phoenix with dive. There's not really too much you do, especially to trade into a Skywrath Mage. Butterfly effect when headshot level 1 to help out in the lane. Doesn't want to push it against the SF, so instead just wants to harass him with the headshot. Instead, Butterfly effect rather is happy with the wave being exactly where it is, under his tower. Behind it even, where SF no touchy. We'll get the scatter blast or scatter shot. Oh my god. They're too similar. Please. One of the two, change them. Oh, goodness. Butterfly effect doing quite well in this mid lane. 8-1 to Mamang Daya's 3-2. I should be able to get these CS here, which will... Oh, okay, well, kidding. We'll get one. No, he... Oh, jeez. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? I mean, no one's watching Mamang Daya except me and a few hundred other people, but no one's watching. You get peeped down and maybe killed here. Has to pop the Fairy Fire. Butterfly effect can no longer go for this dive. In fact, it might be Mamang Daya turning around. Has a mango. Can't quite close the gap on this pesky sniper. Other lanes are going okay. Sand King has farmed quite well, but as has DK, Centaur, and Wind. So pretty much every hero trading blows, and literally trading blows. XU and Krish here. Breathe fire, and the burn damage will be enough. Castaway getting first blood just as Mamang Daya kills Butterfly effect. No! Mamang Daya is screaming, leave him, leave him! Just wait another second for me to get first blood. Me, me, me. It's all about the mid laners. Bottles the bounty, and what's he got coming out to him right now? Brown boots. Very nice, very lovely. A kill on sniper does help quite a bit. Boots against scatter shot, pretty good. Could just call it shrapnel, but you know, very specific shrapnel. It's like a shotgun blast. Castaway right on top of Irving. Has hit level 3, so those fire spirits do quite a bit. Not willing to go any further, and throws the tip as well. Back and forth they go. Hey, I cannot even believe it. I hate when teams block with an observer ward, and Evil Rabbit did exactly that. It's just free money. It's just free money. I don't know why do it. Why do you do it? I feel like we got rid of doing that when we were like Archons. Stun up, Irving. He's in some big trouble here. Krish is just right on top of him. 215 movement speed to 290. Krish is just gonna run you down. No stuns for anything on Irving. And Krish, he's gonna TP back to tower because there's a huge wave here for him. That would have been way too many creeps to miss out on. And now Castaway, he's been left alone. Irving's coming back around, has one wand charge. Jesus. This is more all chat than Bob all chat did earlier today. And that's saying something. Well, to be fair, I think the answer was 0. Bob did not all chat at all. You know, this is a friendly banter. It's coming from the heart. Although, to be fair, Bob's may have too. I really don't know the players. You know, this is more positive. There are no question marks. There's no XDs. It's just nice try. Hey, nice try. Good try killing me, but hey, good try killing my offlaner, but you failed. I see he is the offlaner. He will get killed, but Krish already got his boots from it, so nothing lost, really. Castaway is going to get another D ward. Very, very nice. He's not going boots, though. He has something else being ferried out to him. And he sees the stacks. Castaway brings Mamang Daya right towards him. They've got to bring in heroes. QIQX, Butterfly Effect is here as well. Castaway, he has a jump away. He does Icarus dive on out of there. And while turning over to Mamang Daya, I don't think you get this kill. You've rotated 3 heroes mid. You've stopped the stack from being taken. But what else can you get? Nothing. It was okay, considering your Sand King is farming alone against a DK, and your Wind is farming alone against a Centaur. Both heroes will just, all heroes will just continue to trade farm. And if you look at the last hits, I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. Although, Sand King's falling a little bit behind. I think that's just the state of the lane here for Irving. Is he's getting harassed down constantly by not just Krish, but Castaway as well, who's missed 3, mind you. Fire Spirits, not ideal. AAA. Ooh. We'll leap on out of there. 1 leap charge remaining. I don't know what it is about SF Arcana that my game is not liking, but every time he's on screen I get a little bit of lag spike. No idea why. Too many particles. 1 too many specifically. My computer can't handle it. Just very briefly puts me over the edge.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah. 3 bracers because he has horsepower. Natural. Stun up. Power shot as well. No kill threat, but you are doing God's work and whittling him down. QX has 2 blood grenades. You'd love to put them to use, but the damn Centaur, I'd really like to see QIQX do something else with his lane. And by that I mean leave it. Literally do anything else. Please help Irving top. He needs it. Skywrath has come bottom. They've completely abandoned and sacked Irving. There's so much so there are now 3 heroes top, 3 heroes bottom. JG, he's got a stampede to get himself out of there. No one did the Delta splits. No one, Evil Rabbit, tried to check upwards or tried to cut him off if he went up. Everyone instead just followed down. Now there they go. QIQX and XU through the gate. They gotta protect this safe lane tower, and they have to protect Irving as well. This is sort of your playmaking hero. Here you want to walk around and play with. He's gonna walk up and get stunned. He's gonna trade stuns with Krish, and that's a lot of damage from the Scatter Blast. Scatter shot. Oh, jeez. Shrapnel doing a lot of damage, and there it is. XU will finish the kill with another Shrapnel. Castaway, hey, he just dove. He's not as safe as he'd like to be. QIQX, he's still in the area. Mamang Daya, no mana to ulti, but does have a regeneration rune ready. Man, it's literally like this SF Ags. I don't know what it is. As we near that 10-minute mark, we'll take a look at the net worth here. We do see SF sitting pretty on top. And Irving, not the lowest of the cores, instead it's the Windrunner. Very surprising to me. 1 raise, 2 raise, that'll do the job to kill off Irving. And that hotspot was putting in work too. Castaway, a very good job.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How is Wind so under 50? Like, you have fine CS. Your net worth is... Okay, it's fine now. I feel like it was a lot... I guess they're so close. I'm just insane. Even the supports aren't doing too bad. Both Moran and Skyrath are at a decent net worth. It's the Sven that's really suffering net worth-wise. QIQX has no boots. Let's have a stun available. We'll hit Mamangdai in the face with it. Assassinate, cancel it. Arrow is coming through. Castaway will take the DD rune top.
That's exact.
We're in for QIQX, and he's just going to start trading blows with AAA. She is around and in the area. Okay, nice power shot. That hit your own Sven. Very cool. Mayuri arrow coming through will just hit the siege creep. I mean, if that wasn't there, that would have been a perfect arrow. So much for your war cry. When all this damage down here in the bottom lane is magical, who cares about your physical shield and your armor? Just every arrow you don't throw, AAA, throw another. Waiting for that hoof stomp. Waiting for the wind, ideally. Right down for another 10 seconds. AG has the Stampede available as well as the Blade Mail. They could run after them. Wonder why they're not committing. They're probably scared of TPs, but Castaway's here and Whirlwind just got used. Mayuri probably not feeling safe anymore. Has to wind run away, but there's the Stampede. Slow the wind down. Blood Grenade as well. Stomp. Arrow. The whole thing. The whole kit and caboodle thrown at Mayuri, but it does get the kill. Mayuri will die. And TK are doing a much better this game around, dealing with Evil Rabit. 3k up. Solar Flare will get used. Look at that. Wow, Sunray doing so much there. DK was threatening to go through the gate, but Krish couldn't bring himself to do it. Irving is down bottom. Pop the Blade Mail on JG. Make them not want to go on you, but you're getting controlled. And now your Blade Mail's over, and XU is on a killing spree. Mayuri charging forward. Has a point into Shackle Shot. Power Shot will connect. Get the slow into AAA. Do you have any leap charges yet? No for 30 seconds. Egg popped at the high ground. Castaway. Can they hit it? Can they do anything about it? Absolutely not. It will pop. And Castaway, he might try to turn around and get a kill here. QIQX, that's not a way to safety. Instead, you're just dead. Jump forward. Castaway, he dives. Is he back on the high ground? He is. Teleport away. The shrapnel gives vision. They can't quite connect with the assassinate in time. Trade. They do lose the Sven, but they get the Centaur, big man on campus. I feel like I should lower my video settings. I don't know what's going on this game for Dota to be running at 30 frames. Is it the Dota website? Is that what's lagging my computer? Oh my god, it was. Oh my god, it was the DOTA2 website when I looked up Phoenix's facets. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. That was awful. I had no idea. I thought it was SF Arcana. The only difference I could see from this game and the last, particle-wise. This is the second time Chris has threatened to walk through the gate. I don't know who's telling him no or who's telling him yes, but he's getting mixed results, clearly, or mixed answers, clearly. Update QIQX. He's gotten 600 gold in the past minute or 2 minutes, and he's found a boots, and he's working on a bracer. Mundaya pops an Invis rune, and off this SF goes. There's going to be a physical damage SF, so this Sven barrier is going to be put in handy just a little bit. All that extra armor will be helpful. What it is about those mud golems? They hate that neutral creep. The little kobold. They will kill that kobold the first chance they get.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Lexu, oh jeez. He's just barely able to get out of there. Irving, he went first item Pipe of Insight. It's gonna cut down on a lot of the damage from TK. Oh, it's just creeps, okay. There will be a pipe build up on JG as well. We'll see if he wants to build a Blink Dagger first. He's already committed to the Ring of Tarask, so I assume not. Otherwise, he'd already have that Blink Dagger. To be fair, he's doing fine without them, right? Stampede, just walk in and kill them. Have them run into you. They've got a Sand King, a Sven, a Wind. They will. The only one you have to deal with is Sniper. You have to do something about him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I can't believe it took me 15 minutes to realize this for. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Butterfly effect. Arrow will come through. It connects on the siege creep. That's fine. Right, it's either the siege creep or the sniper. Either way, you're happy. It's getting close to that Mjolnir on Butterfly Effect. Stat line, doing okay, 2, 1, and 2. It's not 13, but hey, it's something. Ward for ward. Both of them. Oh, only one of them gets dewarded. And so with that, TK taking the high ground advantage. Leave your hero for dead. Solar Flare was not even popped. That was just raw damage from the DK. Hitting for about 300 right now with Armlet and S and Y. This hero is a menace on the map. Among Dia might be getting moved on here. Able to just walk away. Right now, there's no instant jump on ER. Right, Sand King has foregone his Blink Dagger, his Bloodstone items for that pipe, but I've yet to see the impact of it. The Mjolnir ready for Butterfly Effect. He just has to purchase the Hyperstone. I believe that's his courier right now, heading on over. Go on, courier. Go on, get him. Yeah, there it is. The Hyperstone, there's the recipe. It's all coming together for old Butterfly Effect. I can't believe I'm rooting for a sniper. What the hell is wrong with me? Actually, who does that? JG has finished up his Pipe of Insight now, so Blink Dagger on the horizons for Centaur. And immediately, right, Centaur's net worth compared to Sand King's net worth, they're pretty even. The only difference is Sand King just has this pipe. Well, JG has gone for a Blade Mail instead. Right now, Sand King, a lot of dead net worth on the heroes. He's still waiting for that Blink Dagger. Heroes are converging onto Irving bottom. Arana, Phoenix, SF, and Centaur all here to ruin Irving's day. They come, stun won't connect, and that's going to set up a two-man hoof stomp from JG. The arrow to follow up as well. Irving melts. Not it. The stun misses, and at that point, everything falls apart. Butterfly Effect, they're right on top of him with two heroes. He's dead, and there's a third. Sand King will buy back into this fight, but it's too little, too late for Irving.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Up on the high ground they go. Presence aura affects buildings with a Dragon Knight. What will you do to stop them? What can you do to stop them? They're taking a T3 at 18 minutes. They're going to be 10k up here in a second, and there they are. Irving, you've got to use his epi. It's got to find value. Here comes, he's walking out of the trees. It connects onto the tankiest hero, and it's done nothing. You just hit yourself for half your HP with your own damn stinger on the blade mail.
Dire's
TK,
top tower
they're gonna
is
leave the
under
range racks. They care little about their ranged creeps. All about that melee. Now Mayuri, who has not joined a single fight, finally has BKB. And is finally ready to show us what's what, hopefully. Not going Gleipnir, instead right into the Daedalus, realizing, hey, we have a damage issue. And we need something right now. Drums complete on AAA. Castaway has a Yule Scepter, great item this game. Purge the Whirlwind. Stop the Assassinate. Purge the Warcry until he gets Shard, which I assume QIQX is either close to or has already. He's getting kind of close to it. I assume that's what he gets. That armor is just going to be way too good this game. Irving, you can't afford to die here. They see him. Irving, they jump him with the Yules, which is going to set up the arrow beautifully. Irving, this is not it. Mumung Daya this time around having a lot more impact than last game. JG Blink on top of Butterfly Effect. They found him. Here comes the Whirlwind, the BKB pop as well. Mayuri doesn't have the damage to deal with this. The pipe is doing so much, and JG finally with the pipe gone, he's starting to melt. The damage is being done. A two-man stun, but there it is. Krish will fall. There's the egg. Will that protect them enough? Stun comes out the arrow, but they still kill off the egg. And now they're throwing maybe just a little bit on TK. Who knows what's about to happen? Stun up on QIQX. All of a sudden, this 10k lead is starting to go down just a little bit. All the while, pesky Mumung Daya will kill off your ranged racks. So all the fighting that does get done, you take 3, but you lose your racks. Is that worth it? Maybe. It's only a ranged racks, right? So it will push TK up above that 10k mark again, though. But Evil Rabit still show they have a lot of fight left in them. Sniper has a Grove Bow, a Dragon Lance, and a Mjolnir. This hero is hard to get on top of. But to be fair, JG has been doing a damn good job at it, not just with the Blink Dagger, but with normal Stampede as well. He did it without the Blink before, and he's doing fine with it now. The only problem with this bottom lane being in the position that it's in is Irving pretty much has to sit down here constantly to deal with it. And he now just got his Blink Dagger, so there's not going to be like BOTs or anything on the horizon for the Sand King. Right? Nothing along those lines, so someone has to deal with this lane, and it might just have to be the Sven. Oh, what a beautiful shard to get. JG gets the shard because Mirana has one. Phoenix, so it was between Phoenix and Centaur.
Dire's top tower
JG,
is
a
under
very,
attack.
very good shard to get, especially with all the close encounters he's been having with Evil Rabit. The hoof stomps on multiple heroes will set up double edges for multiple heroes. And DK, he's finished a damn AC. Screw your Sven, all of his armor means nothing to us.
Dire are scanning.
Scan will connect, Raiden will do one as well, but it'll just barely miss. Eclipse onto someone. They have some sort of idea. With smoke on smoke, who's gonna come in first? QIQX. JG got on top of him. But there's a shackle. The Whirlwind, it's doing a lot of damage. The Whirlwind on the backline's destroying Mumung Daya and Krish. They get they get Krish. Castaway, the egg will pop. There's the fear as well, just barely clipping them. Mumung Daya, you have to get out of there. You're too low. Power shot won't connect. Now everyone TPing on out of there. Irving. Stun won't connect, which will get Castaway out of there. But this is a free Roshan. Evil Rabit, are they back in this game? The BKB was all they really needed, and now with this Chrysalis as well, Mayuri is hitting like a little truck. Like a Tacoma, something on the smaller side, nothing too large. But still a truck nonetheless. Mayuri is really pulling out the damage, and so is Butterfly Effect as well. Who do you give Aegis to? It will be Butterfly Effect. Mayuri has the BKB, that's what they need to keep them safe. Butterfly Effect, no such thing. Not for a while at least. Also why it's important to give your damn sniper the farm here, Wind.
Dire's bottom
Let him,
tower is
let him
under
take those
attack.
creeps, so he can help you
Tower is
later.
under attack. Dire's
Solar Crest
structures
finished
are
on
fortified.
XU, Pavis finished on Sven, so no Aghanim Shard in sight. This hero, Mayuri, is gonna TP away back to the mid lane. T1 towers are dead. All the T1 towers are dead.
Bottom tower is
Harry sniffs out something might be coming his way. Retreats back into the jungle. Smoke out. It went so well for Evil Rabbit last time. Let's see if they can make it happen again. Oh, Mumung Dai is TPing away. It might just be these two supports that they find. I can't believe they did so much damage to Whirlwind through an AC. That was insane. Crimson Guard is going to be so incredibly important for this Centaur. He's queued it up, but there's not really any way towards it. Irving, stun. Want to connect once again. They're pinging out Mirana. AAA has 2 leap charges still. And it is a tricksy hero to get on top of. Into the trees they go. Power Shot will connect, giving them vision. There's the Stampede, though. Mirana is fine. And over to the mid lane. Look who isn't. Butterfly Effect, your Aegis hero. He's been left for dead. What is going on, Evil Rabbit? This was not it. Butterfly Effect, he is able to get away, though. No way. They messed up the Requiem Butterfly Effect. There's no shot. No shot. Castaway hits him with the Yule Scepter Butterfly Effect. He has another grenade. No. What was that? Evil Rabbit TP everyone bottom or bring everyone bottom. That means you should go as well, right? You kill off Mirana, but you lose not just Sniper, but the Aegis as well? Why doesn't anyone... Okay, that's his first life. Give me the fight of the side. Ah, there it is. So Phoenix gets the kill. Phoenix gets 432 gold, but Sniper losing out. Big chunk of change towards his BKB. Now Irving, with the help of his friends, will find Krish in the bottom lane. I'm going to be honest, I did not see that happening. I don't know why Krish was there to begin with.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah, Castaway's like, no. This is a no-go zone. Please don't be here. Fury top. Has a Daedalus. SF has no blink or anything, right? No, just a Force Staff. But the Yule should be enough to set up right. If Castaway hits the wind with the Yules, should be able to set up Requiem, but unfortunately still have a little bit of a cooldown on that Requiem, as it did get used. Unfortunately, missed on the Sniper, but they get the kill anyways, so no harm, no foul. Tormentor time for Evil Rabbit. We'll take it fairly quickly. Next, you will get the shard. Go. Double Arcane Bolt. Fine. Is it as good as the Undispellable Warcry? I don't know. An extra, what, 6 armor as well? Shard, there we go. He's 6 armor, yeah. And so he has it already. Okay, good. QIQX after the Solar Crest finishes Shard after that fight. Very nice. And this game is still so close, despite TK being up 5k. Right, we see the hurdle has been passed here for Evil Rabbit. They just have to get through a few more. 1, 2 more fights, and they'll be in the lead. It's going to be hard without Aegis, but you can certainly give it the old college try. Crimson Guard now complete on Irving. Doesn't have as much HP as Centaur to back it up with, but it's still going to be nice paired with that Warcry.
Dire are scanning.
Centaur now also has that Crimson Guard, just finished it off. Solar Crest on the Mirana, so nice little round of items being completed on TK. Up again. Onto JG, pop the Crimson, pop the Blade Mail. I don't think this is the hero you want. That was a interesting play, to say the least. I'm not sure what the plan was there. Defiant Shell on Butterfly Effect. More armor, more attributes, but most importantly, a counterattack every 5 seconds, which I assume has a chance to peep. Right, with the headshot, I assume that has a chance. Sentry Observer will get destroyed, which should lead to a potential smoke out. With Gem being purchased on QIQX, I assume they're just going to start running this map. Irving is the one holding the gem now. At least the plan when you buy a gem, right, is start closing out parts of this map and giving yourself more and more vision. Castaway now with a halberd as well. One of the few items that really just deals with wind. And this is one of the only reasons this item has started popping up again, is because it deals with wind. It deals with Marana. Let's see if it'll deal with them enough. Get Castaway and friends. I don't want to say back into this game because they're still in it, but... Oh, well, when you bleed kills like that, it gets further and further away. The win. It's just the Marana. That's okay. Castaway takes the death of his friend as a lesson. Hey, probably don't want to farm the enemy jungle right now. It's time to go retreat. And Krish has finished up his BKB. Dude, Mamangdaya. Mayuri. Is this really the play, Mamangdaya? Yes, it is. Mega kill destroys Mayuri. And Mamangdaya does have a BKB if he needs it. Tries to force up the low ground, but he doesn't make it. He's got a BKB TP away. Mamangdaya's out.
Is under attack.
Oof. Guess he always had the BKB TP out just in case, but... Okay, once again, Krish, this is not it. They're gonna throw it on everything, but this is a BKB DK. If anything, you're happy that you've got the BKB out, but XU, oh, down beside the trees, he's out, as is Irving. Okay. Hey, Evil Rabbit, this is a window. This is something. You've got about 20 seconds when Wind Ranger gets up, about 30 seconds, I should say, when Wind Ranger gets up for you to go take a fight. No BKB on DK, no BKB on SF, but you'll have to go right away. And you'll have to find something right away, too. And with the way the TK are focusing in around this Roshan, you should be able to find something reasonably quick. Check the Roche. Roche is down. Very sad. Definitely favors Evil Rabbit. Gives them the TP chance and the fighting chance now that Wind is alive again. And immediately TPing out and a smoke by Evil Rabbit. They have to get the jump on them. They have to get a jump on someone who's not DK or Centaur. CK, not quite. Not the same hero. We did see one earlier, though. "34 seconds, no DK, BKB, and JG is TPing out." TPing to tier 2. He's going to show on this wave. That means Evil Rabbit are just going to go right in. Oh, this is potentially devastating for TK. This could be the beginning of the end if they lose this fight. Now, if they win, hey, it's the beginning of the end the other way around. But either way, it's the beginning of something here for either of these two teams. I can't imagine with JG TPing out, you're feeling confident to fight this on TK. I refuse to believe it. We're looking at here item-wise. Mayuri, I assume this is to be built into a Satanic. Is going for the Ags afterwards. Vlad's built up on QIQX. I believe that's what he had queued up previously. It is. He has the buckler there. Backpack. XU, Glimmer Cape, Solar Crest, just support items all around. And nothing new for the rest of them. I mean, Sniper has a BKB now he hasn't used yet. I guess that is new. He did just buy it. Good when ready. Let's get back into it. A Roshan fight for the ages. Oh, okay. Oh, JG needs it. Oh, all right. We're good again. That's an awful pause. That gives them so much of an idea. Like, JG is mid. They see him just as that pause hits. They had time to talk about it as well. And yeah, TK, they have to retreat. JG is going to come back down, but it might be too late. Mayuri does a lot of damage. Here comes TK. Mamangdaya TP's back into the tier 2 tower, and they're going to smoke up as well. Roshan, it's going to be a long spawn, so they could get 2 fights in here, either of these teams. Obviously, they don't know that, so this fight, lots of pressure on both sides to make something happen. Irving will break, as will JG. They know where they are. Just jump them, JG. You know they have to be in those trees. Krish, scans will connect. They both do. The dive scan, it doesn't. They don't know. They think they're in Roche, but they're not quite in there yet. There is no Roshan. Instead, they're on the high ground. Solar Flare will pop JG up onto the high ground. He goes and in onto Krish with BKB for BKB. They're losing their Sand King. Irving is dead. Buy back, please. shorts. One of them buys back. The next one might need to as well. They have no Whirlwind, no Gleipnir's, and they are buying back. Continuing to do monetary damage to Evil Rabbit with those 2 buybacks. With this Roshan that they might lose as well. Whirlwind coming up. Whirlwind is up, but the BKBs are still down. The only one to hold his BKB is Butterfly Effect. Assassinate will connect. A little poke. JG. There's the stomp again onto 2 heroes. Stormhammer to stop it. Root just on Castaway. He still has Egg as well. Pipe, Crimson on both teams. Neither of these heroes are dying. None of them are dying except for maybe Mamang Daya. Stun up. Once again, no real follow-up from Evil Rabbit. Irving just feels like he needs to hold this Epi for 1,000,000 years. Just throw it out. Try to get something done with it. Now with the Fire Spirits on him, he's not going to get anything. Arrow won't connect. Power shot into Roshan. Still not up for another 15 seconds. JG again into the trees. This time he's got QIQX. Beautiful 3-man stun from Irving. They've still lost the Sven. And Mayuri with the Whirlwind. It's just not doing enough. Between the Crimson Guards and everything else, they fall. Butterfly Effect. A BKB TP away, but he can't because of the egg. He was out of range. He didn't TP. I thought he did. There was no BKB TP. It was just a BKB and stand there. And with everyone dead from Evil Rabbits, this has to be the game. Just go T4s on TK. You can do it. Rabbit, it just... The itemization from TK, the AC, the Crimson Guard, it's just too much at this point. MKB on Mamang Daya as well just tears through the wind. And there they go. They know that with the T4s being taken, there's no chance left. GG is called, and we are going to a Game 3. Did JG die there? He did. Yep, just walks into the fountain and dies. Very cool. That's a gem not in his inventory. That's now worth going down. Feels bad. Oh, man. Going to a Game 3 top-seeded team versus the like 6th place team, I'd like to say. Yeah, Team TK, 6th place team. This is going to be exciting. Both games lasting around these 30-35 minute mark. And both teams clearly ahead in some ways more than others, right? Team TK had a lead pretty much this entire game. The itemizations were perfect. They threw things away just a little bit. But at the end of it all, Evil Rabbit could not claw back. Between Crimson, AC, and all the natural armor that Team TK have. Solar Crest, the Halberd, the Yules. The itemization was just perfect from Team TK. Evil Rabbit had no counterplay. They're going for bog standard builds on all their heroes, right? The only one who didn't go bog standard was Sand King, and that's because he got kind of shafted in lane. Other than that, a pretty normal things. I mean, Skywrath had very little impact in my opinion. After that pipe came out, Skywrath just started doing nothing. Did a decent amount of damage, but still did not have the impact you'd want it to have. Well, friends, we are going to a Game 3. Surprise, surprise. So, we are going to take just a short little break, and we'll be right back with game number 3. Stick around.
Someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up. Way too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better took those risks, cold blood on my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always had a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. Rise, cutting my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, highs, spinning these skies. I've been stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when this risk involved. They got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it off. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
So rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the night won't scare us falling. So rise up. Way too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better took those risks, cold blood on my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always had a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Game number 3 here in the lower bracket here at Phoenix League, brought to you by Cringe Station of Evil Rabbit versus TK. My name is Crash. Hey, how's it going? Game number 3. Pretty excited. Honestly, didn't expect to be here. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Team TK looks very middling during the group stage. Got destroyed by Evil Rabbit when they last played, but this time around they're able to not just take a game off of Evil Rabbit, but really convincingly take a game off of Evil Rabbit. You know, clearly just some misplays during the first game led them down the road to disaster. Unkillable Viper will certainly help with that. But yeah, we're game number 3. Here we are, and we have the top lane at TI, the Luna Treant Protector, and oh geez, it's already over. Now that I will preface that with, it depends on which lane this Dawnbreaker is in. That looks like it's going to be 3. This hero, in my opinion, is a bait of a hero. You need damage to do things with your kit. You need survivability to do things as an offlaner. So a lot of Dawnbreakers try to go like Echo Saber Deso Ags or things like that. Don't double dip on this hero. This is a hero that really punishes you for double dipping. Either you focus on damage or you focus on making your team survivable. Now, to be fair, I think the Ags was an awful take because there are just perfect Ags games and you need that on the hero, but replace Ags with any other aura. Pipe, Crimson, whatever. It's not purchasable after you've gone down this damage route, so I would like to see whoever is playing this Dawnbreaker, because I mean, I guess it could be a support or like a 3 bat with a 4 Dawn, if you want to get technical with it. But whoever, Irving, if he's playing this Dawnbreaker, he's got to put in work. You really have to pop off on this hero to have impact. Because right now, Team TK, you look at the Dawnbreaker ultimate and you go, okay, bye. I'll see you later. And that's pretty much the end of that. And also, your team needs to not say, alright, see you later, too. Because a lot of times you're dying, and Dawnbreaker ult isn't going to save you, so you just keep running. Which, you know, might lead the enemy to get stunned by Dawnbreaker ult, but I don't know. It's a meh to me, this Dawnbreaker hero. It's very, very meh. Very meh with the potential to be very bad, depending on the item build of the hero. This is a hero, though, that excels even when they're top of the net worth. A Dawnbreaker, very good hero, which, to be fair, a lot of offlaners have been recently top of the net worth, and they've stayed there. Team TK, last few bans for Evil Rabbit. Team TK are looking for an offlaner. Gonna ban out the Sand King as well as the Underlord, 2 pesky heroes. Lots of control between them as well. Deal with the Storm Spirit. That's what you need right now on TK, is reliable stuns. Slight, Overgrowth, Lucent Beam, Deadshot, those are not what I like to call reliable stuns. There might be a world where you pick Centaur here, for TK. I would be asking JG at this point, we're lower bracket, bottom of the 9th, right? What do you want to play? Mars is still in the pool. Primal is still in the pool, I believe. Yep. Brew, Magnus, these are some of his more played heroes, JG. The fish is your oyster. The world is your ocean. You know, it's literally whatever you want. I feel like if JG is comfortable with it, because they all have stuns, right? Beastmaster, DK, Underlord's not here. Pango's still in the pool as well, I believe. There are an assortment of heroes with stuns you could choose from. Question is, who are you comfortable on? Lower bracket, all of this pressure on you. Okay. Yep. Alright, just Centaur. After I build you up for an amazing, super cool hero. Centaur. Hey, beefy stunner is exactly what I wanted. I'm not surprised by it in the slightest. It's yeah, it's exactly what Team TK needed, and hopefully it does well into this Tusk plus blank lane. Moran is out. Wind is still in the pool. DK is out. Marita's being taken by the other team. Luna's been taken by the other team. Lena is still in the pool as well. That's a possibility. Morphling as well. Let's see a potential more. No, he's been banned. Just kidding. Team TK, we're on the ball with that one. Mayuri. What do you want to play? Once again, I'm asking. If I'm asking the question to my core, any core, who do you want to play? Hoping it's a hero they're comfortable with. Not necessarily a hero that's great, but a hero that they're comfortable with. And this is a mixture of a little bit of both. Mayuri is going to be able to get a lot of farm on this Alchemist. It does find the JG Centaur lane. But it's also a hero he's found a lot of success with recently. We have, what, 2-3 games on Alchemist recently? Last game was on the 7th with a 100% win rate. Played it, I believe, all 3 times here. Against Essence, against YG, and I can't quite find the other one. I'll have to go looking for it. But either way. Right, Mayuri, insanely comfortable on this Alchemist. I'm excited. I am very, 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 very excited for this game. I think it could still go either way. We've got some middling picks on both teams. There's Muerta, meh. This Dawnbreaker, meh. You really have to prove it and show your work on these 2 heroes to get things done. UX is not going for Arsonist, instead going Stoked. Static Slide. XU is going Tag Team. This is to pair up with the Dawnbreaker. Starbreaker plus Tag Team. It really freaking hurts. 7 wins in a row. 14-11. That's cool stats. Alright, Krish. Leading the charge for his team this time with a low poly mount. Very nice. Oh. That's the spirit. All right, let's get into it. Our final game of the day. Lower bracket. These teams backs against the wall. One last game to decide it all. Who will be the team in what? This will be 5th place. Who will be the team take home a little bit of money? How does that work? Technically, Ascent and TRX are playing at the same time, right? Like, same day. Not fair, though. I don't know, tournament. I just work here. I don't know.
30 seconds to battle.
I'd have to do some reading if I wanted to know how this tournament works, and I don't do much of that, so. Tips for tips. Again, Chris is going to join in on the fun as well. Nice try. This has to be some sort of inside joke. There's no way they're just throwing this back and forth at each other. Dawnbreaker innate will light up the entire map as each time it hits dawn. Dawn will break. Dawn break.
I'm really freaking out.
Here are shards. That was just on the creep wave, though. The body blocks as well, XU and Irving. Dream duo. They kind of have to be at this point. That's a really good block range. Block distance? I guess just really good block. Best way to... What's going on in this mid lane? Nice range creep secure from XU. Butterfly effect, Mamang Dai. I will assume that this favors Storm Spirit melee versus range, but you do have the slights on Mamang Dai to whittle him down, but now the Butterfly effect has this early level lead on you. He's able to do a lot more than you are. Point into Overload as well as a point into that static remnant for the static slide. Big trouble, Mamang Dai. Now Alk did not. Oh Jesus. Hulk did not buy a bottle for his Storm Spirit, so instead, Butterfly will send one out to himself. He's got to do all the hard work. But that's okay, that's what carrying's for. Carries all the other hard work. Mamandaya is in some trouble. Not in any kill threat, mind you, just, you know, being annoying. Static Slide will miss. Butterfly Effect will take 2 tower shots as a rebuttal. Good news from Mamandaya is a bottle is on its way, and a bottle has been delivered. You get onto the Alchemist bottom. They almost got him, but he'll turn around, hit a stun. And that's that. Mayuri's still going to need to heal up, though, before he walks back towards this lane. And right in onto Mayuri again. First blood will be taken by JG. This is a lane I used to see a lot when Muerta was at her most powerful. The Centaur Muerta lane. It just does a lot of damage simply. Right, Muerta's able to hit 2 heroes with Deadshot, which with 100 damage each. Centaur with the Hoof Stomp and Double Edge, it's once again a lot of damage. It's about 200 damage between the 2 abilities. 190, but still close enough. Rounding up, rounding up. I guess with abilities like that, like spells, you should round down because of the spell resist. That's the word. Magic resist. There's the word. There. That's the one. Oh, jeez. It's been a long day. Give me a break here. Mid lane, Mamandaya is once again in some trouble. Not having a fun time, which is totally understandable. It is a Storm Spirit, and a competent Storm Spirit at that. Butterfly Effect, very good. Even calling out himself a Mango to keep this harass up on Mamandaya. Daya pops the rune, or pops the shield rather. Not the shield rune, mind you. Very different. This Flame Shield, Flame Guard will keep him safe for a little bit. But as it expires, Butterfly Effect still has that Mango to work with. They're both working towards that 3-minute rune, but here comes the Tusk! XU will secure this rune. I'd say that was a little bit early, and Castaway's here too, as well as AAA. XU tries to get the water rune. It will be Mamandaya to grab it. Silenced up. Butterfly Effect pops the tag team, but he just dies. XU. Butterfly Effect, you are next. Might as well have been a double kill. QYQX is here. But it matters not. It's a level 3 Bat Rider. You're pretty much only a Flame Break bot. Okay. Dawnbreaker Tusk lane should have a lot more kills than 0. Especially against the Luna. I wonder if the Treant's that big of a deal. I mean, that is a lot of healing, so maybe it is. I have not played against New Tree in a hot minute. I say New Tree, Facet Tree, right? Sapling. Because no one in my bracket wants to play Tree. I don't know. I ask, but no one plays Tree. It's too hard of a hero to sit in trees and get vision. I mean, to be fair, I think Treant isn't necessarily the best club hero. It's very hard to get vision and then make a meaningful impact out of it, so more bog standard supports probably go a longer way. Very struggling in this lane, but good news is he's an alchemist, so struggle as he may, he still will be able to recover in one way or another. You just got to make sure Krish isn't spiraling out of control. Krish, there's the shards, won't connect. Celestial Hammer as well. QIQX is here. Pop the tag team for the Starbreaker. There's the damage. But they flame break him out of it. You know! Or not you, QIQX, no. They will lose you as well in the Tusk. And Irving, you might die as well. Castaway trying to run him down. Does have Leech Seed in 3 seconds, but back into the tower, Irving goes to safety.
Radiant structures are
Back to base. Does he have a remnant? Yeah, he does. almost got JG bottom butterfly effect with the DD rune. He needs one more click, maybe another because of the salve. Oh, baby. Well done by JG. He's going to dance his way right back to the fountain. I mean, that's fantastic, right? You're not giving Storm any galvanized stacks. That was his first big gank with an action rune. Power rune, whatever you want to call it. I've heard everything under the sun for those runes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Last hit, Irving. Very cool. I want to know what you're building on the Dawn. You've gone phase boot, so it's definitely not going to be Guardian Greave. Which does lead me to believe it might be more damage focused. But you could go... I mean, this is just generally a good phase boots game. So I wouldn't hate if you still went Auras, Pipe Crimson, something along those lines. Eggs, really good this game. Glaives are meaningless in Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian. It's literally useless. Muerta will have little impact. Ember Spear will have little impact as well. I mean, Slights will still hit, I think, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mary is getting ganked in a big way. 4 heroes come down here into the bottom lane. And instead, it will go off and just take the tower happily. Merrily, even. And if you take a look at the 8-minute mark, mid lane has not ended. Butterfly Effect and Mamang Daya still trading blows in this mid lane, waiting for a rune to spawn. 8 minutes, it will spawn. Mamang Daya will grab the haste rune top, and will use this as an opportunity to run down a hero. It might be QIQX here. Remnant backwards, QIQX. Mamang Daya will continue to charge forward. Nice charge from XU. Headshot, oof. Looked in the trees for someone, but Batrider no longer there. Okay, Soul Ring for the Dawn. Once again, we're reaching normal items for the hero until things start getting out of control. JG almost towards that Blade Mail, right? 400 gold away from that. Mamang Daya is going Mage Slayer. Ember's one of the few heroes that Mage Slayer is still decent on. I feel like DK it's good on too in some ways. But Ember, I mean, being able to apply it to everyone is so big. It has been nerfed a little bit, right, from the 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Top lane, we're on top of Castaway, and they have killed Castaway. At least it wasn't the Luna, who is starting to ramp just a little bit, right, on par with Alchemist on the old net worth, which is really good considering it's an Alchemist. Mary pulls the creep wave in to farm a jungle camp as well. Very cool. You love to see when players do stuff like this. I mean, it's something that I feel like I only see in these high-level games. So poorly do people farm in most pub games. Butterfly Effect. Chained up, the Dawn will break. Map will be lit up, and this will give Radiant the knowledge. Mamang Daya has picked up a damn regen rune, and he's not to be trifled with. Whatever happened to Wisdom Rune? Okay, so it goes 1 for 1. That's what I thought. I didn't see any like sort of action coming out of the Wisdom Rune wise, but Batrider is still level 4. Tusk is still level 4. Everyone on TK have their ultimates.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Just hit 5 on both the supports now. This is not it. Can't really do anything right now on the map. Oh no, not the Sacred Relic. Not the Sacred Relic. They got the Sacred Relic. And they're going to get QIQX too. He turned around right in time, but the Fear of the Silence is there as well. Still nothing for this Batrider to keep him safe, so he will fall. Self-stun, Mayuri. He's in a peculiar position. They're on to AAA, but he's going to pop that ultimate. There's the overall connect onto 3. Here comes the Solar Guardian. They walk out of it, but how good is it really? Dawnbreaker is here. That's the big damage that you want. Luna will fall, but Irving, he looks to potentially be next. Dawn will break again because Eclipse got used, giving them full vision of this fight. Butterfly Effect, half mana, and they kill Mama Daya? I don't think so. And the one who was started on AAA is fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dawnbreaker ult did so much there, but the hero itself did. Right, you rotate the Dawnbreaker in. It's a free rotation. It's lots of damage, and Irving is going Blade Mail. Beautiful. Just don't double dip, please. He's getting gone on in this mid lane. Does have a remnant out to safety, and he'll use it. Does mean Rune. Oh, it's gonna get taken by Bat. It has to be. Otherwise, the level 9 Centaur would get it. Jeez Louise, Centaur's farm too. After those kills in the mid lane, though, Irving, second in net worth. Eclipsing the Luna, no pun intended, actually. I did not think about that. Big stacks being taken. The whole team. Butterfly Effect, Meyer, and QIQX. We're all here. Get those Arsonist stacks, or I guess you're not an Arsonist Batrider, are you? Get that. What do you want? Stoked? It's only when you're displacing, so it's only when you're lassoing and flame breaking something. How long does it last, though? 7 seconds. That's not very long. And it doesn't stack it. Why? I feel like it'd be really cool if it's stacked with itself. Like, flame breaking it. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. The balance of this game. The game of Dota, actually. Very fine line. Be balanced perfectly. QX is level 6. Has Yippee 120 gold towards his Blink Dagger. He's gonna need a lot more gold before he gets that one online. That's the way self-pinging, like, hey, I'm up here, I'm in some trouble potentially, just keep your eyes on me.
Back off.
You know what? Compared to the 91 kill game from earlier, this is quite a snooze fest, but it's still some good Dota. Back and forth trades. Illusion Room being zipped onto by Butterfly Effect, and out goes Mamang Daya. All the while, though, they lose their mid tower because of that movement. Only they had like a tree to heal up their towers. Instead, the tree is healing up the top tower, making this a work chore to clean up. They're complete on Mamang Daya, but I think a bigger item is Mayuri, who's finished up a Blink Dagger. The aggression is high right now for ER. And that's why they go right in on top of the Luna. Orchid complete on the Storm Spirit as well. That's a dead Luna.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
I think they're going to try to go through the gate to meet up with Irving, who is going as... Yes, okay, thank you. Good. Okay, problem solved with the hero. We're not double dipping. I think the hero's good. You're going to output a lot of damage. Sanjan Yasha is a very good item on the hero. You increase your survivability tenfold. And that's what you need, right? You need to be able to survive through damage, get use out of your blade mail, and turn around and use your ability. That's you know, the strengths of the hero is using your spells. It's not the items that you get, not anything after that, right? It's the use of your abilities. You have a stun and a slow, which a lot of the times are support abilities, but Dawnbreaker is one of those few cores with both in her kit that both do quite a bit of damage as well. QX, they're on top of Luna, pulling back in. There's the Solar Guardian as well. There's the last to keep them in the Solar Guardian, and down goes Krish again. They did pop the Eclipse, but immediately it dies. Now Silence up, Butterfly Effect will fall, but as will Mamang Daya. In big trouble now is AAA. JG, he should be fine. He should be able to walk his way on out of there. The Deadshot will slow Mayuri for a little bit, but At the end of the day, Irving will still get the kill. Beautiful initiation from Evil Rabbit. And an unfortunate target, too, for TK. First one to eat that smoke was the Luna, and that was not it. That was very troublesome, as Arcane Rune is going to be beautifully held by Evil Rabbit just for their little Storm Spirit. Gonna actually zip his way over to that one. Even give a bottle charge over to XU. Very nice. A very loving Storm Spirit, loving and caring. Well, maybe from TK? No. There's Dewarding Award. They do have a smoke. I don't know if anyone wants to. Smoking into this Alk is dangerous. I'd like to see Castaway get aggressive, get some vision, and then them smoke out to him. They're gonna smoke. See Butterfly effect mid, but look who's waiting behind them. The Batrider and their Tusk are in close proximity to slow him. The Flame Blade, the silence as well. They need to get this guy in a snowball, but he can't quite get there. And now Lasso's been used, but I don't know what for. Mamangdaya and AAA just click him down. Interesting movements there from TK. Now, you think that maybe they couldn't do it with the Tusk, but obviously they have no idea the Tusk is there. They just know to go, go, go. And the silence was, I mean, perfect. It could not have gone better for AAA there. The Remnant lands right on top of the Storm, right as the stun ends. And Castaway is beautiful. He uses his ulti. Everything is perfect. It's just, it's music to my ears. Children bottom, which means Mamangdaya will go pick it up. He is the mid laner after all, with a bottle, so of course it's his. Yeah, owns every rune for the first, what feels like 40 minutes of the game. Another smoke, or not another smoke, just Castaway being in biz. Get some vision, Castaway. Go be a little more aggressive. Your team is aching.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Blink Dagger being built on both of these supports, but Tusk is considerably closer than there's a battle right there.
Radiant's middle tower.
Or going forward, Mamangdaya. Onto XU. That shot won't connect. And that'll be the end of that. Irving is farming down here. Looks like JG might run into him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
JG knows. He's making his way over to the other side, but instead will be TK slowly but surely take the tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Purification will get popped. TK will disperse and just walk right back over and finish the job.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
P2 is down, and this will open up TK to make other moves around the map. It'll even open up a daytime Roshan, but look who's already taken it. Top lane, Evil Rabbit. They sneak on by and grab Roshan while their tier 2 towers being taken. That's a worthwhile trade in my opinion. They're taking a lot of aggression out from TK's sails here. As everything gets lit up, TK, they have to retreat. Everything is seen now. They're still looking for that Blink Dagger. QIQX has not really farmed this game, has he? Last hit-wise, 20 last hits. This is the hero that I expect to be taking stacks. Be making stacks for himself and taking stacks, farming waves, farming jungle camps at the same time, but I feel like we've seen none of that from QIQX. He's only 0-3, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. QIQX just needs to put his farming pants on a little bit. Mentor will get taken by Mary and XU. I think they can do it. Surely they can do it. Okay, there we go. With the help of Irving, they can definitely do it. There they have it. Stampede up top for the Storm Spirit. They have him rooted and Yules'd up as well, which gives just enough time for JG to come in, but he canceled the stomp. But there they go. Do they have the root? Anything, Mamangdaya? He doesn't have it. JG. It was an imperfect stomp. into an imperfect stomp. The first one would have been too soon, and the second one was too late. You had to do it sometime in the middle. But I mean, right, you can't. After you stop, cancel it, you can't just go again. I mean, immediately, right, to the wind-up.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're just gonna keep going. No Aegis, no problem for TK.
Radiant's top tower
This is a farming Aegis for Evil Rabbit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Moving in onto QIQX, who is sitting under a ward. He's rooted up. QIQX overgrowth as well. Rod of Aegis from AAA. I don't think they even needed that Rod of Aegis, but nonetheless, they get the kill. Cane Room, bottled by Butterfly Effect, and out he goes.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, Mayuri will get bottom tower as a nice little trade compensation for losing his top tier 2. And I mean, to be fair, this is like the safest part of the map for Evil Rabbit right now because everyone is showing top. But as soon as JG comes here, you know it's time to retreat. They did see Krish under a ward here. So they have an idea of where he's moving. But I don't know if they really want to gank him. They're going to try, though. BKB soon on the Luna. 800 gold away. Getting a kill here would really, really help that.
Radiant are
I mean, like, put that behind more.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Krish. XU and QIQX is going to take a big zip in from Storm as well. Have an idea where Luna is, but smoke sending. And this gank has amounted to nothing. Evil Rabbit are struggling despite being 3k up. It's an Alchemist draft. Of course they're going to be up on net worth. The 3k is just the difference between Luna and Alchemist pretty much, right? So yeah, let's put them back on track here. And Luna's probably ahead of the Alch without seed money. Or without that extra Evil's Greed money. If not behind the Alch. But, you know, that's not necessarily how net worth works. If you're ahead, you're ahead. But if you can delete this Alchemist, hey, that changes things. Now, this Alch is, you know, hard to delete. He does have a BKB. Evil Rabbit will smoke up the remnants of their Aegis, but the remnants of their Bat Rider will be the first thing to pop, and JG has jumped on the backline on XU. Mayuri jumped forward for some reason, and Mayuri is dead as well. XU TPing away on the other side. Very nice blink TP. He's out of there. The map will illuminate. Dawnbreaker sees all. Time to walk down mid. Now, good news for Evil Rabbit is Butterfly Effect is a shield rune and he's cutting waves. 10 seconds left on Aegis. No use out of it. Evil Rabbit, they have, or the TK rather, they have the creep wave, even though that Evil Rabbit have cut. As long as these creeps don't die, which they will, they should still be able to take the racks. Backdoor protection takes a hot minute to come back.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
The triangle they go. Time to control that area, except for Mamangdaya, who's charging forward. Lane break away. There's the dead shot. Will connect. JG hits him with a stomp as well. There's the double edge punch up into the air. Goes JG with a sleight of fist to finish the job. XU, he's trying to get out of there as well, but he's getting clicked down. Silenced as well. Evil Rabbit are bleeding. So many kills. This might be the beginning of the end for Evil Rabbit. TK can keep taking the base. 30 seconds without a Tusk. Does have buyback. And 15 seconds without your Bat Rider, who will have lasso when he's up, fortunately. But Mayuri, he hadn't used his BKB last fight. He just died. AAA's Courier dies with Gleipnir. That's not good. They're on top of Irving. Mayuri, he might need to pre-pop this BKB. Irving did. And a beautiful 3-man stun. Throw the Solar Guardian in as well to get out of it. Lasso onto the Luna. That's while she's BKB'd. Irving will fall. He doesn't have buyback. 51 seconds. Mayuri, his BKB's over, so he's out of there. Butterfly Effect is back in. He has a BKB of his own, and once again, no Aegis on this Luna, so if they kill him, he's dead. Overgrowth connects into 3 heroes. Castaway is doing it all by himself. No! The Luna still dies. Now a buyback from Irving. They want to continue with this fight, DR. TP away will get canceled by JG. He's going to turn around and just go in. One more hit and a few more. JG wants to get a second kill, but won't be able to. The lone survivor on TK being Mamang Daya. Once again, Solar Guardian did very little. I just want to validate myself again just a little bit more. As everyone just kind of walked away from it. Mamang Daya, oh, that's a free kill. XU, quarter HP, decided to, hey, it'd be a good idea to capture the outpost. Which, I mean, I guess, to be fair, someone needs to get the outpost right now. You need to stop TK from being able to just come back out on this map. So... oh, that's not what I wanted. That one is worth something, getting this outpost, right? So, is it worth your life? I don't know. Out of Atos completed on the Ember Sphere. That is a full Gleipnir coming out as well. The Mamang Daya has a Gleipnir. It's in his backpack. There it goes. And we have a Gleipnir on the Muerta as well. It's dead for 35 seconds, but it's there, I promise. Centaur with his stuns, Luna with the Lucent Beam. You have a lot of AoE control on TK now. A lot of it. And we have a Blink Dagger built on Castaway too, which he didn't need to cast good ultimates. He's been casting good ults this entire game, but hey, it'll help. Roshan is going to be a rather quick spawn. In 30 seconds, he'll be up. That'll give just enough time for TK to finish off the Roche and look for another fight. Evil Rabbit... They're both circling this area. Both teams know that this is the place to play.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Castaway, does he have wards set up? He does indeed. Nice little ward on the high ground, a little sentry on the low ground, plus the Watcher. And then, of course, Castaway, being the big invisible tree that he is, will be able to get vision himself. Roshan, oh, just walk back in. No, please, TK. Just walk back in. No. Scan will connect Evil Rabbit. They think they're in the pit. They know that they're not anymore. Come on, go check the pit. Someone. There we go. Mamang Daya will walk in. They know it's up, and here they go. Into the pit they go. Go scout with the illusions. Oh yeah, kill the Alch Illusions. No, continue to scout. Break the Blink Daggers of the Alchemist. Back towards the fight. They're on top of QIQX, and he's dead. We'll have to buy back if they want to take this fight, but Aegis is already on the ground and being picked up by the Luna. Rooted up is the Tusk. And stunned, feared, and killed. A nice two-man concoction from the Alchemist. Meanwhile, Butterfly Effect is doing his best to try and cut a wave here. Will kill a courier after all. All said and done. He does get something out of it. And Butterfly Effect, another zip, TP away. QX, this is his dieback. Oh, it's like the lasso onto Mamang Daya here. He's gonna get stunned up. No, the Yules, it stops it. Now rooted up, Irving has that SNY. Deadshot will connect just barely, but barely is good enough. Stop the hammer. Has to pop the BKB if he wants to live. While JG doing God's work, escorting the creep wave. Mayuri still not willing to come back just yet. Roshan Banner will fall, or be popped rather. And Mayuri is back in base. We're near in last fight territory for ER unless they all have buybacks, which they don't. There's the initiation in. Right in onto the Luna. They've stunned her up, but the Crimson Guard's pop. It's limiting damage. Krish is falling. Krish needs to survive this. He does have the Aegis, but still lots of damage being pumped through. They almost lost Irving. Mamandai is trying his best to get on top of him, but everyone else is on top of the Ember Spirit. He's going to use himself up into the air. The snowball away will stun him up and kill him as well. Ember dead, Muerta dead, but your racks will still fall. They're going to TP back out. JG protecting Krish for how long, though? They're on top of Castaway. They've killed Castaway, and they will lose Krish as well. Eclipse will get popped, but it's only going to delay your demise, if only by a little bit. Silenced up. JG, he will be killed as well. But once again, the racks have been taken. The damage has been done. JG is a hard nut to crack, but they do, at the end of it all, crack that nut. And JG will perish. They're pinging out or it's AAA pinging himself. Never mind. Someone was pinging him. ED Storm Spirit. Last fight territory has been won and expanded now for ER. They've got a few more left in them now. Drums, Blink Dagger complete on Irving. Gem of True Sight being picked up by QIQX. And immediately, Dust, they found Castaway, Silence Step as well. But there's the Muerta with a Silence of her own. It's pretty damn good until these BKBs come out. Butterfly Effect is technically silenced, but he's got that BKB now rooted up. Butterfly Effect, not sure you really want to be here. Alchemist and Butterfly Effect will finish off AAA. There's the lasso onto Mamang Daya, Solar Guardian as well. Mamang Daya is out. Krish is coming in. Krish is TPing in. A regeneration pop from Butterfly Effect. He's fine. He's gonna regen up back to full. Blink away. Mamang Daya over and onto QIQX. They should kill this bat. They will. Butterfly Effect over to Krish. He gets the gem. That's what he wanted. Now he's out. Mayuri. Satanic being built up, I assume. Shiva's? Oh, that's Ember Spirit's career. What's Alex looking at? That's why I was in the wrong. Strength Blink. Okay. So no Satanic, nothing along those lines. It will be a Strength Blink instead. Being as efficient with your slots as possible. No need for more heals on the Alch. You have a Dawnbreaker and, well, you're an Alchemist, so just build to survive instead. I'm surprised that TK are taking as aggressive of a stance as they are. I mean, one is dead, but it's only one. It's an important hero, but still, you're missing Castaway and AAA.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
XU, no Aghanim Scepter quite yet, but he's getting dangerously close. The initiation in onto the Luna. Does she have the BKB available? She does, but she's got to pop it. There it is. Krish pops the BKB and starts tearing through the side of Evil Rabbits. XU is dead, and Butterfly Effect, he was forced to pop his own BKB. Stun up Mayuri, but his ult is running out and his BKB is over. He walks forward. I cannot believe he walked forward there. He's circling his racks. He knows they can't jump him. QIQX is here. They're going to get the lasso in onto Ember Spear, the Star Breaker as well. Dawn's coming in. Mamang Daya is silenced up, but there's the Yule Scepter coming in handy. Throw himself up into the other. Snowball will connect him as well. AAA, they're on the back line. They've killed off the Muerta. She is dead, but as is your Tusk. That is a dieback. QIQX playing the tree line. Irving is able to make his way out of there. Mayuri jumps in with the blink and the stun as well, but here comes Mamang Daya. He's back to play. Full HP, full mana, silenced up, but they've lost the Alch. They've lost the Storm Spirit as well, forced to buy back. This is your lifeline in the tournament. They've lost the Bat Rider too. It looks like this is curtains for Evil Rabbits. Last little bit left in the tank. Can Irving and Butterfly Effect do it all by themselves? They're gonna have to try. Irving jumps in on the tankiest hero. Silence the Ember Spear. Try to kill off Krish, but Butterfly Effect, he's dying. He's rooted. He's dead. And Irving is able to trade his life for the Luna. Will buy back as well on both heroes. Luna, BOT's in. Kill the creeps. Make sure the Krish can't come back. Well, it's going to be mass tips over towards Irving, the sole survivor. Nice try, says Krish. And Castaway. QIQX will call it. Get me out of here. GG is called. And TK will eliminate Evil Rabbits. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Evil Rabbit played, like, keep in mind, right? Evil Rabbit played phenomenally this entire season, not losing a single series. Now, they lost games here and there, but never a series. Last time these two teams faced off against each other, Evil Rabbit gave them the slap down. It was not that close. It was like a 19-minute GG in game 2. It was a pure shellacking the first time these two teams faced off. And this time around, it's a different story. Team TK, they learned from their mistakes. They clutch out a victory in a 3-game series, and they eliminate the top-seeded team. Evil Rabbit are done. And friends, with that, it is the end of the day. But hey, there's more Dota. Not here, though. And not at TI either. There's probably more Dota somewhere. You just got to go looking for it. But hey, as well, also, ×2. There's going to be more Dota back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. You're going to want to come back for it.